Okay, you're all about to be graced with a Christmas jumper again. You lucky people. Catching me out of a shirt twice. I mean, not like that, but maybe like that. You don't know. Christmas hasn't happened yet. I could be waiting in your living room as a gift. Probably. If you're lucky. Maybe I am. Shall we stream? Is it offline for anyone? No? Should be. Should be online for everyone now. Should all be good. Now we're all okay. I'm going to click main game. You guys ready? There we go. That's the special privacy image I've got to make sure you all can't see my game. Reminds me to turn it off. I'll turn it off now. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. How's everyone doing today? I've just realised that yellow is remarkably close to green. So what's meant to be the yellow Imperial Aquila, the eagle from Warhammer 40k, is now in fact just the void, and through it you can see the rest of Path of Exile. It is a Warhammer 40k Christmas jumper. Got a little backpack going on there, little Ultramarine logo. It even says Gilliman on the side, Ultramarines. Hell yeah. I do need to explain where I've been for the last couple of days. So there were two problems with where I've been, two specific problems. The first is that I've been moving house. That's just a whole thing, you know, that is a real problem. I'm in a new room now, so if the echo is a little bit echoey, it's because I haven't fully sound dampened the room yet. I haven't fully set this up, although you will notice, this is the most important thing, it is a much bigger room than the previous one, which is why there's more echoes. You'll notice that I've actually switched my microphone to now appear from that side of the screen instead of this side, so it's no longer just reaching it in from the void. It's now actually reaching in from this bit of void. I've just realized we haven't solved the problem, we've just switched it from one to another, but that's where we are now. Another reason that I haven't been too specifically streaming is the last time you saw me play Path of Exile, I believed we were in part 1, act 1, about level 16. I got a bit distracted, and now we are act 9, level 71. So unfortunately I've just been, you know, playing a bit, and I'll show you what we've got, where we're working. What am I doing right now? Find the fabled Marraketh relic in the foothills. Sweet, I can do that. Let me talk you through my build on Path of Exile. If you're a Path of Exile fan, you'll know kind of what's going on. Do I not have a teleport there? Oh, I've got to go to the desert and walk. Okay, right, walk to the foothills. See, here's the problem, right? I've been playing a bit. If I press Q, I fire Toxic Rain, which is that thing just there, which fires and then the pods explode. Now, I've got it set up so I fire quite quickly, especially if I sacrifice 33% of my health to do this. So I've also got the Mirage Archer attached to that, which means the Mirage Archer will just constantly cast Toxic Rain while I'm doing it. So I can just kind of run around. The downside of this is that I've only got just over 1,000 health, which when I use my haste takes me down to 826. So I don't actually want to be involved in battles at all. That would be bad. So not only have I got Toxic Rain on my Q, which you just saw me die with, I've also been building into totems, so I can now cast 5 totems. And each of these totems, because I was lucky enough to get a 6-slot body, each of these totems casts Toxic Rain. However, they're all supported with faster attacks support, the Vicious Projectiles, which does more chaos damage, greater multiple projectiles, so each totem is firing a lot. They've got the Full Ballista and then Withering Touch, which means they're also making enemies weaker to chaos damage, which is what they're all doing. Ultimately, what that ends up with is a lot of Toxic Rain. So my main plan is to run into things and just drop all of these totems, which should fire 10 arrows each, and each arrow explodes into a pod and each pod overlaps. So there's a lot of AoE going on here. It's pretty much a full AoE build. But you know what, there's more. Visa, why is my hair grey? The lighting is from above, okay? If I do that, you'll notice it's a shadow. It's not actually just grey hair, it's a shadow. Let me just kill this dude by dropping a ton of totems. There we go. It's a shadow, okay? But I was having a shave earlier, and I looked in the sink and I saw some grey hairs, and I thought, oh no, the daddy arc is beginning. Because I could rock that kind of... I feel like I'm in my... Like, I don't have kids. I don't ever want kids. But mentally, I'm in my DILF era. That's where I'm going to. Okay? That's kind of what I have to... I'll raise the little finger while I drink a cup of tea. I'm wearing a sweater. JoshStrife Greys. That's what I'll go for. Brilliant. Jamie, that is a fantastic little comment. I'll go with that. We're fully in the... I mean, yeah. There we go. You can have Father Christmas, but I'll be your daddy. That's the way we go for it. Imagine joining the stream at that exact moment. How scared would you be? I'm sorry if that's the first thing that you saw. Anyway, I'm playing Path of Exile with basically no life, because I've also got Toxic Rain on all of my totems, which do all the work for me. I just kind of need to be here. That's the way I'm doing things right now. I can reserve all my own life for stuff. But also, check this out, okay? Check this. If I right-click, I throw a trap. And provided I've thrown at least one trap, because I got these boots... Check these boots, Deer Stalkers. Check out what these do. This is amazing, okay? So first of all, anything I put in the Deer Stalker boots, they augment with traps. 200% increased evasion rate, 15% increased movement speed, and then, let me just kill everything else. There we go. 14% increased trap speed, and whenever I throw a trap, I move faster for the next couple of seconds. So, if I run forward and simply drop a load of totems like that and throw a couple of traps, all I then have to do is run around. This is my build. It is lazy. I call this the politician build because everyone is doing the work for me. I'm just here. I'm actually the least important part of this build. The most important part is to get these traps up, keep my evasion high, throw some ballista totems down, and then just run around. The AoE alone just does what I need it to do. What percentage of your entire life is in boxes? Oh my god, moving house is just... The amount of boxes I had to open, seriously. So many boxes. It's just a ridiculous amount of boxes. There's still quite a lot of them in boxes right now, but in general. I spent a lot of time trying to unpack everything I possibly could. Putting a lot of green back in... We're slowly going to repopulate in the desert. Where did I get my Christmas jumper? It was from... Is it Mercoid? I think it is. It's the special one that comes with the Void. But a politician with high evasion. Yeah, it's a high evasion, stick down ballistas and use traps. It's quite good at bossing because I don't need to do anything with the boss. That's the best way to do it. So where am I going to now? Hang on. Travel to the foothills. That's the oasis. I need the foothills, which is top left. Have I played Moo Online? No, Moo Online is still on my list to play. I know what it is, but I haven't played through it. It's on the list. It is on the list. This is my Christmas present, I assume. Look, I forgot that yellow is remarkably close to green. So if I'm wearing a Christmas jumper that is meant to be yellow. I mean, if I turn the filter off, you guys can see what this is meant to look like. We'll just hang on. Let me be professional for a second. Let me just edit the filters and turn off the chroma key. If I turn this off, see, it's actually very vividly yellow. It's a great little jumper. It's a fantastic little thing. I've walked around with it before. It's got a backpack on the back and everything. Yeah, see? See, sometimes I buy cool things. Not all the time. Not sponsored, but I would be. Games Workshop, sort it out. Let's just put the chroma key back on and get back to being professional. Not sponsored, but I would be. Come on, Games Workshop. Sort this out. Do it. Also, Visa, I appreciate you saying that my hair does look grey. That's okay. I'll just go with my grey era for a bit. For anyone that's bothered about Path of Exile, allow me to show you a couple of things that I found and I thought were really cool. So, I was able to get the really cool boots. I was able to find a 6-link body. I've been wearing the same helmet since the start of the game, that one that gives me Onslaught all the time, because it gives me an extra 20% increased attack, cast, and movement speed, just permanently, all the time. I managed to find an amulet that increases dexterity and the rarity of drops. I got a decent ring, which gives just like a lot of stuff. Trigger Consecrate whenever I do a critical strike, and I'm doing a lot of critical strikes. And then we got another decent ring, which just gives way more increased rarity of items found. Is that a Space Marine Christmas sweater? Yes, it is. Thank you very much. Repping Rabute Gilliman right now, Robert Gurleyman. I'm addicted to uniques. Look, I'm not addicted to uniques, but also yes, every time you see an orange item, it is just... People will tell me that rare items are better than uniques. They'll say, look, uniques are cool, but you need to just be using your rares. You need to focus on those. Those people are wrong, okay? I don't care how long they've played Path of Exile. I don't care how high the numbers are. If you find a unique item, even if the numbers are lower than a rare item, even if the rare item statistically does what you need better, the unique is better. And I can prove this with emotions. Okay? It just straight up is. I guarantee it is. No thanks, I'll stick with rares. No. Uniques, they're just straight up better. They are. Guarantee it. Hang on. Let's just run around, stick some stuff down. See, I don't even want to be involved in the fight. I want to just run around the fight until everything is dead, and then I come in and loot. That's why I say this is the politician build. High evasion, absolutely no responsibility. Run in, stick down some things. Now, people have said to me, but what about one-hit kills? Okay, that is the only thing I'm worried about. Like, if an enemy comes in and one-hit kills me, I'll just straight up die. But that's going to happen anyway. Like, it doesn't matter if I have 800 health, which I often do. Actually, right now I have 687 health. But if an enemy's going to hit me for 687 in one go, chances are they're going to hit me for more than that. Which means it's not really an issue, is it? They were going to hit like 60,000 anyway, so this is fine. This is not a problem. Aha! Ooh, that could be a problem. But the enemies also attack all of my pillars. And my pillars are firing faster. Some of you right now are very annoyed at how I've built this, but I think you're annoyed because you realize how clever I am with what I've built. Okay? The chance of me dying is very low unless I run out of health. I suppose that would apply to any build, really. That's kind of like a universal truth. But look, 5 pillars, 5 ballista totems. No one needs 5 ballista totems. Ooh, triple boots. Oh god, there we go, big boy. Come on, big boy. Come and get involved. Watch his health just melt. There we go. Evasion, eh? It's pretty hard to evade like 1,000 toxic arrows. The only thing I'm worried about is one-hit kills. Now, one-hit kills to me is anything that does more than 700 damage. If it does more than 700 damage, I am dead. But if I can just not get hit by anything, it's fine. And my evasion's fine. Look, okay? Look, defense. Chance to evade attacks, 53%. That is more than half. That means every single time I get hit for more than 700, there is a 50% chance I live, which means I either do or don't live. Every attack. There we go. Spells bypass evasion. I'm going to choose to ignore that. I'm going to just roll down here and see what else there is. Is there a spell? If I don't acknowledge it, maybe it won't be true. How is my chance to evade spells? If I just put some pillars down and then run away, it's great. I mean, look, that big enemy right there. Stick some totems down and then just don't be here. There we go. Just hide behind this rock. Fantastic. Hide behind the rock. Come back in. Oh, look, everything's dead. That's how I'm going to work. Just started PoE after watching some of your videos, going for a minion build. I have no idea what I'm doing. Minion builds are great. I also have no idea what I'm doing. Let me explain. When I press this button, I do Toxic Rain. When I press this button, I throw a trap, which does Toxic Rain. And when I press this button, I put a totem down, which does Toxic Rain. That is 3 different versions of Toxic Rain. That is enough. See? Just press lots of buttons and do lots of Toxic Rain all the time. Now, people will tell me that I need defense. These people are cowards. I'm telling you right now, straight up cowards. You don't need them. Is that a Warhammer Christmas sweater? Yes, it is. Yes, it is, my friend. Unfortunately, Santa is an alien, so he will need to die when the Inquisition get here, but until then, I'm sure we can have a good time. The thing with Path of Exile is don't worry about being like ultra amazing, fantastic, super high level, perfect, clearing the hardest content in the game, because you just straight up won't be. What you should worry about is just doing okay. You know, can you clear the content you're on right now? If you can, you're doing good. I just build my defensive line of ballistas, walk back here, hold down this, and just attack. Now, there is a unique that I need. Oh, what was that? Dominating something. Dominating blow. I think normally you pay a lot of money for that in London, but I'll have a look what that does in a second. You just kill these guys. As long as you're actually, you know, not dying, it's fine. But if you die, it's okay. Just resurrect, do it again. It's not like we're playing hardcore, is it? I'll have a look at my defense in a second. I'll talk you through my levels of defense, because I'm going to be real with you, they're not good. Okay? They're not good. I have killed some bosses by just throwing myself at them so many times that the boss gets bored and just dies. That has happened. But in general, I'd say I'm doing pretty good here. I mean, look, we got a lot of cool rare drops from this guy. Could be good. Oh! A 5-slot body. Not linked, but could be good. Domination. I do need a better belt. We just stick some stuff down here. Oop. Yeah, there we go. That guy goes to attack those now. Perfect stuff. I could fire even more arrows, but I think this is enough. You know, I think we've probably got it. Let me just save myself here. Right, what was that belt we got? I've not got a unique belt yet, and that hurts me a lot. Maximum life, strength, energy shield. Nope, pointless. Don't need that. I really enjoy a transparent streamer. Thank you. I find that too many streamers make themselves... Okay, hang on. We've solved the meta here. Because too many streamers make themselves so big that you can't see the game. And some people are here for the game, and some people are here for the streamer. So allow me to present the solution. You can still see most of the game. There we go. You can still see pretty much all the game. You guys happy with that? I'm happy with that. This is the new Twitch meta. Someone get me some black bars or a hot tub and I'm good to go. Just sit there. Don't look at those black bar streamers, guys. Ignore them. The Emperor is forever. You know? Tits are temporary. The Imperium of Man is forever. Remember this. Do what would make the Emperor proud. It's like Josh is casting toxic rain in himself. I am. I'm actually doing it. Wherever my face goes, whenever I look at something, it just gets toxic. That's my skill as a YouTuber. Nope, hang on. Oh, I know why I'm alive. It's because I forgot to give myself the buff that takes 33% of my health away permanently in exchange for a 15% movement bonus. That seems like... It seems like a good trade to me. Do you want to move a little... Oh, 4 slots, not 6. Yeah, I will happily move a little bit quicker. If in doing so I remove 30% of my own health permanently. That sounds like a great deal. Kill Boulder back, alright? I'm going to put 5 of these things down, and you know what? They can kill Boulder. Sweet, Calendar of Fortune. Don't know what that is. I've got it now. Let me pick up some of these things. Orb of Binding. Good old Chisel. Nothing else that seems decent. Right, what do we have as a drop? Nice sweater. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please use a filter, I beg you. No. Jeweler's Orb, that's good. Chisel. Orb of Binding, normal item to rare. Okay, cool. Calendar of Fortune. Don't know what that is. Oh, that's a quest item. That's what I'm here for. That bow is probably useless. Fire, cold, lightning. I'm using toxics. That doesn't work at all. Alright, I think we're done here. Delivering the calendar to the dude in town. I'm going to anger all the Path of Exile fanboys right now. I have not been reading the plot. I apologize. Okay, I'm sure it's a great plot. Haven't read it. Don't know. When I make a video of this game, which I will do eventually, I will go back and I will read the plot. But I will challenge anyone to actually tell me what the plot is, like right off the top of your head. Just imagine. Right, let's talk through defense, because I feel some of you aren't taking my defense seriously. We sell some items first of all. And look, someone said that I'm a hoarder, okay? I'm not a hoarder. Look. Stash 1. I'll move the chat for a second so you guys can see what's going on with this, okay? Tab 1 is stuff. Now let me just, hang on. There actually is a method to this. Tab 1 is anything that has a number to the top left of it, so stackable things. See? If it's stackable, it goes in tab 1, apart from alteration shards, because apparently I'm full up of them. So, tab 1 is stackable stuff, apart from the jewels. Tab 2 is stuff that didn't fit in tab 1, and also some rings that I haven't identified and will never use. So that's tab 2. Tab 3 is MISC, as in miscellaneous stackable things, some jewels, some pages which are not organized correctly, and items that I thought looked cool. Which means anything with 6 slots. Look, that's a 6-slot bow right there. That's a 6-slot two-handed sword. It's not linked, but they are there. And then tab 4 is uniques, because I can't bring myself to throw them away or sell them. Apart from these things, which aren't unique, but do have all colorless slots that we can put stuff into. Sell those 6 slots? No, because I might need them in the future. I might have to change them around. And then I've got these things down, some cool knits. I've got these gloves, by the way. These gloves that I got are really, really good. 10% increased attack speed, 100% increased evasion, and chance to gain adrenaline, and chance to gain onslaught. They were really good. You will not need them. You say that I will not need them, but what? Listen. What happens when I start a new character? What happens when I start a new character on a standard league, and I need a 6-slot two-handed sword? I put this one in there, and then I withdraw it on the other one. Didn't think about that, did you? You always have onslaught, though. Right, that gives me onslaught all the time. That gives me onslaught and adrenaline, which is important, because I'm stacking 2 of them. I will be the onslaughtist, because I'll be slaughtering twice. That's what will be happening. In before your character doesn't make the level rec to use it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, this is fine. What I'm doing right now is actually top tier inventory management. There actually is something else that I am doing that you guys might hate. I have kept a short bow here. Now you might be thinking, why have I kept a short bow? Well, it's because I'm very smart. And what I need is an orb of scouring, which I think I've got a few of, and then also an orb of chance. Because someone not Jeweler's Orb. Where's the Orb of Chance? Where are you, Orb of Chance? There we go. Because somebody explained to me, if you scour a bow, it takes it back to its base form. And then if you use an Orb of Chance, it upgrades it to potentially anything. Now, there is only one unique short bow, and that is Quill Rain. And I need Quill Rain. And there is a 50-50 chance every time you do this that it might become Quill Rain. It either does or doesn't. That's 50-50 right there. Okay? The overhead lighting has given Josh artificial grey hue to it. I know, I'm going to kind of rock it. Okay? I'm just going to go with it. I'm firmly in my daddy era right now. So let's just Orb of Scouring the bow, and then we will... See, I've upgraded it to quality of plus 15%. Maybe I should get that higher. Maybe I should go with the... I think it's the blacksmith's orb. The one that, increases the quality of a weapon. So let's just get this up to like... There we go. That's 20% now. Superior shortbow, 20%. Fantastic. Now I can put you away. So let's just see if we can... That wasn't it. Right, I've only got a few more. No. Chris, if you're watching, could you please turn the streamer client on? Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine if it had been? I'd be so happy. Right, that was another failed attempt at using orbs, so that goes back there. And the reason I'm keeping the jeweler's orbs, by the way, is I got a body that I really want to use, but I can't. Here we go, look, brisk wrap, sun leather. I got this awesome 5-slot body. More dexterity, more evasion, 1% increased damage per 15 dexterity. That's good. That's a good little body right there. And mana regen, don't care about it. It's not important. The problem is that I've not yet managed to link these 5 things together. If I can link these 5 things together, I'll be happy. So what I need is, I need a 6-slot body, and I need a 6-slot Quill Rain, which is very rare. But I've got a 6-slot body right now, which is good. Yeah. So, look, the first couple of tabs in this stash are fine. That is stackable stuff, and that is other. It's other. It's other things. You don't deserve to see my stash anymore, okay? You've lost stash privileges. I'm just going to go back and play the game. And by that I mean I'm going to go where the map tells me and kill whatever I can come across. Let's go to the tunnel and then... No, go down to the foothills and then up to the... somewhere else. Am I paying attention? Oh, by the way, my build, for anyone who's new, is totems and then run away. I also got these potions. I got that one down there, the Overflowing Chalice, which gives me 40% increased damage and 60... creates consecrated ground on use and then just does a low more damage. So I just have to use that and then do this. Then just stand here. There we go. Oh, I've also got Mirage Archer, which casts Toxic for me. So as long as I don't die, I will live. You can quote me on that. There you go. That's the quote from the incredibly talented Path of Exile streamer. If one does not die, one survives. Now this dude, this dude killed me a load last time because he kept throwing fireballs that I couldn't dodge because my physical attack evasion is like 55% and my fire resistance is 5. So there was a slight difference in the... Oh, hang on. That's a 4 slot. There was a slight difference in the chance of me dying to fire compared to the chance of me dying to anything else. But look, if I do enough damage, it's fine. Look, I can also chuck down an absolute load of traps, heal, open that, and then run away. You tell me that wasn't the most tactical decision I could have made. Right there. That was tactical, guys. That was super tactical. Definitely a top tier PoE stream. I love this build. This build is, like I said earlier, I'm calling it the politician build because I'm relying on other things to do the work for me and my evasion is really high. Look, stick down that and just kind of wait. These guys over there. Can I just throw some traps on them? Yeah, of course I can. Why the hell wouldn't you? Now, my only weakness is damage. And it is true that a lot of the damage that I'm weak against is the unavoidable kind. So if an enemy has unavoidable damage, or really any damage, that's a problem. Now, I've also taken the Sanguinomancy. Like that's unavoidable damage. I've also taken the Sanguinomancy Wildwood Ascension, which means what I've got is... I don't use mana, I use my health for everything. So anything that reserves mana, you'll notice is reserving my health, which is why my total health is now 826, which is actually remarkably high. So I'm going to lower that down by giving myself vitality. So my real full health now is 687. So if an attack for any reason would do more than 687 damage, like that, I'll just die. But it's okay, because watch this. I've actually discovered a solution to dying. You can just try again. There we go. You can just try again. The Wise Oak, the best flask for Toxic Rain. Yeah, I mean, look, what does it do? All elemental resistances, 6% reduced damage taken, and then damage penetrates resistance of each element for which you're... Right. Yeah, so I haven't actually considered the fact that the Wise Oak is an elemental damage flask, and I'm not using any elements because Toxic is pretty much just chaos and is taking over. The reason I'm using it is I think it looks cool. And I will not take any more. I will not take questions at this time. I'm using it because it looks cool, it's a unique, and when it dropped, someone in the chat went, oh, that's good. I don't know why. I didn't research it. Somebody... I might maybe need to do some more stuff with... Hang on, we'll get there. Anyway, it dropped and someone said, hey, that's good. And I believed them because the Path of Exile community would never lie to me. Your green screen makes it like you have the phasing buff IRL. Thanks, I didn't want you to miss the game. I feel it's very important that you guys get the full experience of the game, so I'm slowly chroma keying most of myself out. That's what I'm doing. It's a good argument. I was about to ask how I am. I'm good. I'm good, apart from the fact that I keep dying, and I mean, the enemy's over there somewhere, so what if I just do this? There we go. Just hang back here. Stick on some Toxic Rain. Oh, Volatile Power, a thing. Sweet. There we go. Put on the old Toxic Rain build, run away and hide. Maybe I should... It's like a dodge build. There's got to be a dodge. Like an aura that increases your dodge. Critical strike, I suppose. I can do that. I mean, critical strike is like, that's a tiny amount of health that I can get rid of. See? I've got my health back now. Now, you might look at my health of 994 and think that I'm level 20, level 30-ish. I'm level 71. But I haven't specced into health at all. Health points to me seem like a bit of a waste, because any more than 1 is irrelevant. Grace increases your evasion by around 400%. I'm pretty sure I've got Grace. Hang on. Hang on a tick. I am 90% sure I've got Grace, but I never used it because it took up way too much of my health. Let's just see if we've got Grace. There we go. Val. We've got Val Grace. Cast an aura that takes 50% of my mana, but gives me a lot more stuff. So more evasion, more ally. Okay, yeah, cool. Let's try. Do I have a spare green slot? Am I using precision? Do I need precision? I'm not using haste, because haste is the one that takes away an absolute ton of my life. But that does take away the same amount, actually, doesn't it? So let's just, if I stick that there, and then we use it and see what happens. That's cool. Let's just see what this happens. Hang on. Hang on. Let's just see how this goes. So we can probably take off precision, don't need you. If I put on Grace... Alright, so I lose a lot of my life. That's true. But who needs it? Because now I'm like a dodgy boy. Let's just go into the Viridian Wildwood and do some serious dodging, shall we? I like the... Oh, look at that. Me dodging around the place. Oh, okay, we found some bosses. Maybe not the best start. Have we found the dude again? We have found the dude again. Let's just stick some stuff down. There we go. I'm going to take a sip out of my wise oak flask. Why? Don't know. Felt like doing it. It's going to annoy someone in the chat. They'll be like, don't need a wise oak flask when you're doing a toxic rain build. And I'll be like, it's about sending a message. I got the flask and therefore I will use 2 orbs. Wow, let me grab those 3 orbs. The only thing better than 2 orbs is the 3rd orb. Alright, hang on. We've got some stuff going on here, guys. Oh, okay. We do got some stuff going on here. Let me just stick some stuff down. This is why it's called the politician build. Watch me do nothing. Watch me just run. We don't talk about this. It's a stupid mechanic. Nobody likes it. It's unfair. It's dangerous. That was actually a glitch. That was a bug. I'm going to call Chris. And shut up, everyone in the chat. Stop it. Oh god, there's a thing here. I'm meant to be an evasion-y boy. Why am I not evasioning well enough? Ah, Grace was turned off. That was why. Is that like a super overpowered dude over there? Right, I realise what happened. My health was reduced to 0. This build is not for the faint of heart, or those that want to stay alive. This build is for those that want to run around and put totems down. Occasionally throw a trap or 2. You just kill these dudes. It's good! It's good. Dance faster. Yeah, just run around quicker. If I'm dying, that's clearly my fault. I'm doing something. I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am not killing the enemy fast enough. Yeah, leveled up Grace. Stick that down. We're good to go. This is the build for resurrection at checkpoint enjoyers. Checkpoints are just like little fun restarts where you effectively say, hey, I enjoyed the vibe of this level so much, I want to see it again. Yeah, we're just like a funny little guy, just dropping his little arrows, putting down some ballistas and seeing what goes on. Lovely stuff. So wise. It's like some sort of tree. The wise oak flask is actually integral to this build. If you check my build advice, which you will find difficult to do because I haven't written it yet, you will see, do I play other games than Path of Exile? I used to. In the before times. You know what I really hate about Path of Exile? How fast it is from booting up to getting into the game. Like, before, I'd have sat there for a game and I'd have been like, right, I've only got 20 minutes. I don't want to be loading up a game, logging in, working that out, finding a group, doing that. Now, I can be busy. I'm like, I've got to spare 30 seconds. I can blitz out a quick level. Why not? You know, I've got to spare 15 seconds or two. That's a quick run into a map to see if I can find a boss. That's a quick Wildwood right there. It's insane. It's absolutely ridiculous. But no, it's very fast. I'm not sponsored, but happily would be. Happily would be. I'm looking forward to enjoying life before Path of Exile 2 comes out. And then, in a way, I will miss like my family and stuff. But let's be fair, my family doesn't have WASD movement. Path of Exile 2 will. So I'd like to think that they know me enough to understand what's important to me. And will let me make the right decision. I think using Grace is a bad idea. I think maybe sacrificing 30% of my health when I've only got 1,200 of it anyway, that's a bad idea. Do they not also drop loot? Actually, my granddad in a roundabout way did, because when he died, I got his dressing gown. And he was a funny guy. So when I went to my grandparents' house after he had passed away, my gran, in a very tearful way, was like, here are his things. Please be respectful. Look through them and take what you want. And I'm like, oh, sweet, loot. So I looked through it and I found a really cool dressing gown. And I took it. And now I wear it in the morning and at night. And it's probably haunted. I don't know. But I think he would have found it really funny that I walked in. I'm like, oh, sweet. Granddad dropped some loot. Because he had that kind of sense of humour. I found it funny. A few of my friends did not find my retelling of that story funny, because it's a true story. Like, it's a legitimate story. That's a unique top right there. Nobody else has got that top. But I found that funny. I think he would have laughed at it. He had a very dark sense of humour. But in like a cute, caring, loving way. It is funny. It really is. He was great. He was a super cool dude. It's a shame that I wasn't able to hang out with him more. But he was a really nice guy. The Boiling Lake. Let's pop over to this. This is what a malfunctioning invisibility shirt looks like. Yeah, basically right now I'm cosplaying as a Space Marine in Cursor. I'm like 50% in stealth. Like if you were to shoot at me, you would have to take a -1 penalty. Unless I was in light or heavy cover, in which case -2. Yeah, there we go. See? Don't make me get the edition books out, because I will. Josh can make fun of my drop table at my funeral. I swear to God, if you drop anything and it's like epic rare loot, I am trampling people to get it, and I will then run away. Phil, you look a bit pale. That's because I'm English and it's the winter. I haven't seen the sun in 6 months. Apparently it was the stormiest day of the year yesterday. It was ridiculous. I met my neighbours because I've moved house. I was awoken at 5 in the morning by the sound of my wheelie bin deciding to go off on a jolly old trundle down the road. It was bin day, so I put the bins out, and then Storm Pia, or Pia, however you want to pronounce it, that kicked up and decided to just, blow every wheelie bin ever away. So I was throwing on clothes. In fact, I threw on my granddad's old dressing gown, and I was chasing my wheelie bin down the road. And then my neighbour also, and I was like, good morning. And I thought it was quite funny. I was like, good morning, straight away. And they just kind of stared at me like they were angry. And I'm thinking, yeah, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, it's raining and it's stormy and it's windy. Normal people have jobs to go to and work to do. And this is probably a real annoyance for them. I was just thinking, this is quite fun. Is this the Chocolate Rain build? Allow me to explain what this build is now. We've got a few more people in the chat and you can tell me how clever this build is. When I press Q, I cast Toxic Rain. That is linked up to Mirage Archer. which means when I cast Toxic Rain, both vicious projectiles and void manipulation happen repeatedly, and as long as it hits something, I get a Mirage Archer also casting Toxic Rain. Okay, so that's Toxic Rain number 1. When I press W, I stick a totem down, and I've been building into totems actually quite strongly, so I've got all the totem stuff down here for like way more damage, way faster, bigger AoE, all the good stuff. And the totems themselves, what do they have? We have got, attached to the totems, the Ballista Totem support, Withering Touch, which means it makes them weaker to chaos damage. Toxic Rain, which is the spell it's doing. Then we've also got Greater Multiple Projectile support, so it's firing more arrows and making more of the pods. Then we've got Vicious Projectiles, which is more chaos damage over time, which is what the pods are. And then Faster Attacks, so it's going quick. So we've got my Toxic Rain and the 5 ballistas, which are also doing Toxic Rain. But when I right-click, I throw a trap. And the reason I throw a trap is because I got these boots called Deerstalkers. And the socketed gems within the Deerstalker boots are supported by the level 15 spell Trap. The boots themselves gives me 200% increased evasion, movement speed, and trap throwing speed. And when I throw a trap, I move quicker. So what do you think is in the trap? That's right, dear viewer, it's Toxic Rain again. So, Toxic Rain on me, Toxic Rain on the ballistas, and Toxic Rain on the traps, which increase my movement speed. That is the toxiciest rain build you can find. Yes. Now, is it effective? Depends on whether you want to die or not. I mean, the traps are great. Just loads of traps. There we go. Toxic Rain everywhere. Ballistas, they're great. Cover the screen in green. Beautiful stuff. While I'm doing that, I also want the Mirage Archer active, so cast him first. Get the ballistas down, throw some traps, run around. Good stuff all around. Happy, happy fun times. Is it the best Toxic Rain build? No. I'll tell you why. 1. I've still got the Wise Oak Flask on me. The Wise Oak Flask is an elemental build flask. None of what I'm doing is elemental. You might be asking yourself, if it's not doing anything for me, why have I kept the Wise Oak Flask on my hotbar? The answer may surprise you. It's because I am a unique slut, and as soon as I see a unique drop, it must be used, even if a rare would effectively be better. Which is why we've got the unique gloves, which are not for this build. They just give me faster attacks, combined with the unique boots, which are not for this build, combined with the unique ring, which is not for this build, and the unique necklace, which is not for this build. And the other unique necklace, which is again not for this build. And then the unique arrow quiver thing, which is not for this build. But however, the helmet is brilliant. The helmet just gives you constant onslaught all the time. The only uniques that I now need are a belt, don't care what it is. I need a unique body, which I've got. It's in the stash right now, but it's not 6 slots. And until I can get it 6 slotted, it ain't as good as the heavy coat. And I need Quill Rain, the single unique short bow. I have been scouring and chancing this short bow about 100 times, and I have still not got Quill Rain. I am very upset about this. Faster attacks are amazing. That would double my damage, because Quill Rain has 3 attacks per second instead of 1.5, which is ridiculous. How do I activate Toxic Rain with my totems and traps? Just happens. So if you stick a totem down, it just does it whenever. So if I put some totems down, as soon as an enemy is within range, that will just start firing it straight away. So I just find something. So I'll just, as soon as I find them, just get it down. There we go. Then they just start doing it. Beautiful. Getting it to a high quality raises the chances of getting it 6 linked. I will get this to the highest quality we possibly can. Also, I will be opening almost every single trunk or chest. I understand the chance of finding Quill Rain in any one of them is quite low. But remember, and this is what matters, remember, you don't need lots of chests. You just need one. It just has to be the right one. The trick is we don't yet know which chest it is. So one of the chests in the game contains Quill Rain. Statistically likely. We don't yet know which one it is, or which map it's on, or how long it's going to take for me to get to it. But I will find it. I will get there. You know, the worst thing that's ever happened to me in Path of Exile was a chest gave me a good item. Because since that happened, I have just been opening every single one. Everywhere. Like, I wish they were always crap. Because then I wouldn't waste my time. Yeah, every chance you get, 50-50, it either is or isn't. This is called optimism, kids. I am going to scour and chance a short bow until I get it. I am also going to open every chest in the chance that it might get there. Now, this build does have a weakness. I don't like to admit it, but this this toxic build does have a weakness. And that weakness is I have just over 1,000 health. Which means any hit that does over 1,000 damage will instantly kill me. Now, I do have oh, nice, hang on. Destiny Leather, that's linked there. Some of you will be screaming out for me to get a loot filter on. No, I prefer to just look at all of my loot and work out what I do and don't want. Hang on, we just stick some stuff down here. There we go. As long as I keep the enemies within the dangerous area, this is fine. You can keep running Submerged Depths in Act 1 to get a Quill Rain. Do you mean starting the game again and again and again and again and again just to try and get it? I might do that. I might need to do that. But I can't give it to this character because this is a solo self-found character. So, no trading. Yeah. Didn't expect that, did you? Didn't think, oh yeah, all the rares on this character? That's what I've been finding. Solo self-found still has shared stash. Don't do this to me. Don't. I've put so many hours into trying to get one. Are you telling me that I could have just restarted the game repeatedly running the first dungeon style thing and potentially getting the one bow that I need? Okay. I'm going to pretend that none of you said that. You can do that on this character. Can't you just do the Submerged Depths once? Because I've done the Submerged Depths before. I'm pretty sure I've done it. Like, it's not a repeatable quest, is it? You can't do it again. You can do it endlessly. Are you telling me I can do it on this character?
Yes? See ya.
Right. Hang on. Right. Oh, Control-click the waypoint and create a fresh instance to run it again. Control-click the waypoint. Is Josh following build guide? Not at all. Right. So, when you say control-click, what are we doing? The submerged passage. Are we just control... How do we get Josh to buy some stash tabs? Shh, no. That silence is the sound of learning. I don't like this. By control click. Now, do I need to do anything? Is there like a quest, or do you just kill the boss? This game is so hard to get into. I've tried. Look, I still have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, I'm level 71. I've got a build that I think works. Just kill anything. Right, look, if I get a Quill Rain in this run, I will cry. Will there be tears of joy? Will there be tears of anger? Who knows? Nobody knows. Let's find out. Let's take this journey together. Will it be tears of joy or anger? Do the enemies scale with my level, or are they just all going to be crap, easy to kill, just run through, do this? I'm guessing it's just super easy run through, kill them all in one hit. They're like level 10. Okay, right. So, isn't there a way where I could just like do a map? Like finish the game, get a map? Because there is a bunch of cards that drop a Quill Rain. Because I also have to accept the fact that I will be very unlikely to see a high level, high slotted, high linked Quill Rain. Although I have got a huge amount of rare item boosts on. There is an endgame map system. I'm wondering whether it will be better for me just to get to the endgame map system. Because with my build, the vast majority of my damage actually doesn't come from me. The vast majority of my damage... Do I want to go to the Flooded Depths? Is that where I want to go? The vast majority of my damage comes from my totems, and my totems take my attack speed from me. They do 50% of my attack speed. You can craft 6 slots on the Quill Rain on the crafting bench. Sweet, so just get it, first of all. Is it the Flooded Depths I want to go to, or is it just the Submerged Passage that I want to be in? It's one of these two. Target farming. Okay, cool. So we just probably want to do maps at some point. Potentially better just continue. Someone that's playing this exact build, just do either. We'll clear this area, then we'll go to the Submerged Passage and see what happens. I'll do 1 or 2 runs of this area. If I can do 1 or 2 runs and just get a Quill Rain, I'll be super happy. I will be very angry if it drops it. Like, there'll be a bit of me that's annoyed, I'm not gonna lie. But if you've helped me get it. Did you ascend? No. Don't believe so. There's one thing that I am running into issues with in Path of Exile is there are so many systems. There are so many systems. It's a ridiculous number of systems that you get exposed to. Like, oh, do you want to kill the Pantheon of this? Do you want to go to your crafting area? Do you want this ore that you need to get as well? There's a lot of systems that you get exposed to. It is overwhelming, without a doubt. Does the ledge also potentially drop a Quill Rain? It very much does help to know someone who's a veteran. I am just kind of guessing with all of this. After 11 years, I've got the hang of it. That's a good way of looking at it, yeah. After 11 years, you kind of get it. There's a lot of stuff, like a hell of a lot of stuff. Would it be better to buy short bows and then use chance orbs? Guess what I've been doing for about 100 chance orbs? I've been doing exactly that, and it has not dropped. So I would say no, it doesn't seem to be better, unfortunately, than doing that. But I will go this way, and I will attempt to kill whatever boss is down here. Have I done the Labyrinth? I don't think so. Oh, the Labyrinth thing where you do all of the little Lord's Labyrinth kind of tests. No, I don't think I've done any of those. Did you say that the ledge also drops Quill Rain? Because if the ledge drops it as well, the ledge is pretty much just a straight line. That might be an easier run to do. Let's try and run to where all the uniques are. Anywhere can drop it. Okay, cool. But is there like a place with a higher percentage chance of seeing it? Okay, I can do the trials. I can do the Lord's Labyrinth trials. But my build, of course, does have the distinct disadvantage of being extremely squishy. Like, extremely. Hello, I've been watching your channel for a while. Love the content and the humour. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. You join me as I farm for a bow. That's pretty much it. I need to find a rare bow in this game called Quill Rain. Quill Rain apparently can, in theory, drop from anything, but this has a slightly higher chance of dropping it. Is that better? Nope. Actually, that does do... Hang on. 6% increased attack speed. Right, so it's lower, but... Faster attack speed grants 2 life per enemy hit, which is better than 2 life per enemy killed, and 4 life per enemy killed. My current bow gives... my current bow, the reason I like my current bow is it gives +1 to the level of socketed bow gems, which is really big. So, if I can give +1 to socketed gems, I will be super duper happy. Yeah, +1 to gems is a big one. I think only Quill Rain is going to be a massive improvement on this, and that's simply because of the speed increase. The fact that I'll be effectively doubling my arrow output, which is a big thing for me. +1 to gems is damn good, but double arrows would be nice. I got one of the cards, the Tabula card, the Tabula Rasa card. I haven't got 6 of them, but I've got the card, one card. See, I didn't even know that you could reset the old instances. I'm learning. I'm learning every day. Every day we learn something new. Just trying to find where all the bosses are here. I mean, if we get a Tabula, that'd be great. I don't know if it's worth farming the old instances. As you can see, we don't seem to be getting the best of drops. But if you said the ledge, why is it beneficial to grind low-level areas for the potential drop instead of higher-level ones? Is there a reason? Is it because the low-level drop table is simply smaller? Is that what it is? What level am I? 71. So that's... there's no high-level items there that are the place of drops. Right, so it's just that. People say they're trolling you. I have read that it is possible to just farm the low-level areas to get the drop. I'll do the ledge and that's it. Chad is baiting you. No, it's okay. Imagine what we did if we did this and we actually got it, because this is not hard for me. This is just run forward and occasionally put down a totem. It's also quite cathartic to go through areas that did kill you. But I do agree, because I did make a stupid mistake. You see how that dropped a short bow? Once I got past a certain level, I was trying to find a short bow to do the orb, chance orb, scour orb trick on, and I could not find a short bow for the life of me. I just couldn't find one anywhere. Turns out that after a certain level, enemies just stop dropping short bows. Like, they'll drop every other type of bow, but they just don't drop short bows. Let's just keep running this way. I'm just looking for anything orange. It's just the orange thing. Received a sub. Oh, thank you very much for gifting some subs in chat. That's remarkably kind of you. Does +1 to gems count for the gems on the weapon or all gems? Just the gems on the weapon. Which is why the gems that are currently on the weapon are... That is my actual... That is my Toxic Rain, not the Ballista. Once I get a 6-slot Quill Rain, then I will put probably the Ballista onto that. Because that, I think, would be a better way of doing it. It would double, yeah. I think Quill Rain, I would lose the boost to the gems, but I would double my DPS, because the damage, sorry, the attack speed of a Ballista is based on your attack speed. I think it's half. The attack speed of a Ballista is half your attack speed. And the attack speed of this bow is 1.5 attacks every second. And the attack speed of Quill Rain is 3 attacks every second. So it's literally twice as fast. So if I were to get Quill Rain, even if I were to lose everything else, these ballistas would fire twice as fast, which means they would cover the area twice as fast, so we're doing twice as much chaos damage over time. It's a whole thing. It's a big thing. 30% global damage reduction, a bit under. Oh, that's fine. Quill Rain's less damage modifier is global, affecting damage dealt by the players. Oh, that's fine. As long as it's double attack speed, I'm okay with it. Because doubling the speed, because I'm also doing damage over time and stuff, and it's all stacking, that is kind of what we need. That is probably what would have dropped it had I have got something good. Because that, I think, is the kind of boss for this map, if you will. Which axe aesthetic did I like the most? I liked the one that looks like the High Heavens from Diablo. What's the one with the really nice, grand, opulent kind of gold thing going on? That's super cool, the Grand Interior Cathedral. That thing looks badass. But here's what I think I might do instead. I might just push forward and then mapping. Not sure if you're scaling poison or chaos. For the better, have high DPS with poison. I am using ballistas and also chaos. Now, the reason I am not worrying too much about being super efficient is the moment I do, I begin to play Path of Building instead of Path of Exile. And I don't want to play Path of Building. So what I'm just doing is just playing the best I can. Just having some fun. Love your YouTube. My bro spent 2 hours convincing me to play Path of Exile. I am sorry that you have now lost all your time. For a first-time player, it does feel like a game or a second job. Depends how you want to approach it. See, I'm approaching it with a, this is fun, I'm going to do that attitude. Other people in the chat will be like, actually, if you did this, you'd increase your DPS by 1%. Doesn't matter. I'm going to fire enough arrows. And if the enemies aren't dead, I am not firing enough arrows. And my solution is just to find a way to fire more arrows. That's it. Other people will say to me, Josh, you've got to increase your fire resistance, your lightning resistance. You've got to increase your chaos resistance. You've got to increase your health. You've only got 1,000 health. What are you doing? And to all of them, I'll say, no. No. If the enemy is dead, I'm safe. The enemy's not dead. Therefore, more arrow is required. Yeah, some of you guys are building into minion builds. More minions. Just more minions. If the enemy's alive, you're doing something wrong. If you're dead, the enemy's doing something right. And you want to reduce the time they spend doing that. Therefore, you should kill them quicker. Enemy more deaderer means you more gooderer. Remember that. What if you both die? Ah, then you're even. Then you're perfectly equal. Right, so one of you said I should do the Lord's Labyrinth. Where is the Lord's Labyrinth in the first bit? Because I can do it. Solve all the trials of Ascendancy. What have I not solved? Isn't it in Highgate? The Lord's Labyrinth. Where is it? I want to say it's in Highgate. Hang on. No, it's not in Highgate. It's somewhere else. It's a different place. It's that one. Oh, the Sarn encampment. That's the one. Act 3. Right, what have we not done? What have we not done? Why can I not get into the Labyrinth? Right, so the Ascendancy plaque. I have done 1, 2. The Chamber of Sins. Haven't done you. The Crematorium and the Catacombs. So, Chamber of Sins. Let's find you and do that. Look at me playing the game. Playing the game like a proper person. Act 2. Chamber of Sins. Where are you? Is the Chamber of Sins just a place? There it is. Chamber of Sins. Now, some of you will say that what I'm about to do is not the way you're meant to solve this. I am going to use a very ancient technique called brute force to solve this. Now, I understand there's a puzzle. You're meant to avoid the floor at some points. Maybe you're meant to flip a switch or two. Okay? No. We are going to brute force it, and we are going to solve it. It's not the way it's meant to be solved, but my God, is it going to be solved. Right, okay. Time for the Quill Rain build. Time for the Toxic Rain build to work. All I have to do is survive. All I have to do is run around and not die. While the ballistas and the totems do all the work. See, the great thing about this is because I can throw stuff ahead of me, like traps, just throw wildly into the darkness, see what comes toward me, and drop a load of totems down. Now, I've got to pay attention because this is like one of the little... Oh, was that it? Was that the whole thing? I kind of... Oh, no, here we go. Here we go. Drop some stuff down. I don't know how difficult this boss is going to be, but I'm approaching it with caution. I'm treating it with the respect that it might deserve by just putting... There we go. That works. Anything good? Ice shot. Spiked shield, staff, and nothing useful down here. That's a shame. I thought that'd be better. Anyone know what flavour of monster he's drinking? Not sponsored, but I am drinking Peachy Keen, the ultra stuff, so I'm trying to cut down on sugar. In fact, I've got a friend of mine, Blitzy, a streamer called Blitzy, who works for Monster, who asked recently what my favourite flavour was, so I'm hoping he can sort me out with a couple of crates. That'd be great. Monster, not sponsored, but would be. Send some stuff. Josh Clips made an appearance on Lyrics channel. Gave him a good laugh. Did I? Fantastic. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad I could impart joy to the world. That's what I'm here for. That's what I do. That's what we do. I occasionally make fun quips, observations, if you will, of life. Monster never tastes good, but it's got caffeine in it. I mean, hey, I quite like the Lewis Hamilton one. I've said this before, there is a weird flavour of Monster that's for some reason based on Lewis Hamilton. I don't know how people found out what Lewis Hamilton tastes like. I don't know who has the job of going around and licking various celebrities to work out which of them would make the best flavour of drink. But I don't envy that job. Obviously they take it very seriously. But yeah, Lewis Hamilton, apparently after he's finished a race, they just squeeze him into a big vat of Monster and then sell it. And I think it's great. Works for me. Gives me a bit of energy. Wakes me up in the morning for all that energetic gaming I'm doing. One of the greatest lies the world has ever told, the gaming world specifically, is that you need caffeine. For, like, you don't. For what we do, you don't. It's not exactly a hardcore job, is it? People are always like, oh, mate, hardcore gaming sesh. Hardcore gaming sesh. You sat in a chair for the next 6 hours. If anything, you need water and sunlight. This is the... You don't need any of these things. But hey, I appreciate the fact that you want it. That's okay. And sleep. Yeah, sleep. Haven't watched in months, and the first thing I hear Josh is saying is licking famous celebrities. That's what you get when you come to this stream, Windbear. I know that you haven't been here for months. I've specifically been holding off on that sentence until you got back. I thought, this is a good sentence. I can't waste this. I've got to wait till someone's back. Got to wait till everyone's here. I have, since the Wildwood Ascendancies are a thing, I have grown a deep, deep appreciation for the minimap. I appreciate the fact that the Wildwood Ascendancies, the whole thing is you're meant to be lost in the woods. Like, I get it. You are meant to be lost. That makes sense. I think the Labyrinth is on the 2nd floor. Pop! Oh, hey, Pop, how's it going? I stopped caffeine 3 months ago after being a pretty big energy drinker. Nice to not have caffeine. Do you feel better? When you actually stop kind of caffeine and sugar, you feel better. You really do. Now, I know that some of you guys are obviously enjoying Christmas. I won't be streaming too much over Christmas because it's Christmas. I'll be eating an entire box of Cadbury's Roses and then being sick the next day. It's just how I roll. It's just my life. It's pretty rock and roll. I need to do... I say it's pretty rock and roll. I went to Costco recently because I'm like a big celebrity now. I can do that. And I bought absolute ton of bottled water, and I've just been pounding that stuff back. Like, every time I walk past the fridge, I'm like, boom, give me a bottled water. I'll tell you what, I have not been so hydrated in months. I'm doing good. Water is great. Can we get a green screen off moment? Yeah, seeing as you asked so nicely. Give me a second. Sort it out. You guys see what the jumper looks like? We just edit the filters and remove the chroma key. So this is what the actual jumper looks like. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's a pretty cool jumper. A little bit of a Space Marine helmet's going on there. Period of Quill. We've got down the bottom. Ultramarine symbols. There we go. U on the arm. Hitting the gym. Hitting the gym, getting hench for the Emperor. That kind of stuff. There we go. Nice flex on the muscles. Thank you. I can't flex now. It's the void. That's what it is. It's nothing. I am taking the fitness seriously, apart from the time when I ate an entire bag of just strawberry creams from Rose's. That was a bad time. Also, having the light above me gives my hair this grey tint, which I like. Like I said to any of the viewers earlier, I am firmly in my DILF arc right now. So I'm happy with that. Solve the Trial of Ascendancy in this area. What floor is the Trial of Ascendancy on? It's got to be on one of them. I'm just running forward and just attacking with Quill, Toxic Rain right now. Gains for the Emperor. Is this the worst MMORPG ever? Not yet. It has ruined my life, because, I mean, a few days ago... Oh, here we go, Trial of Ascendancy. Now, there's probably meant to be some kind of trick to this, but if you just run past everything while also healing at the same time, I don't see what the problem is. Just run past everything, flip the switch. Oh, I can't move that door. Can I move a different door? Is there another door that I'm now allowed to move through? Oh, I see what it does. It just stops that. That's fine. I don't care about that. We can move through this. You don't need tactics when you have enough health. Done. See? You don't need tactics when you have enough health. Done. Path of Exile 2 is looking great. I am very excited about Path of Exile 2. Legitimately, I want to play it. Everyone says that whenever I say good things about a game, I'm a paid shill. Okay? Look, I'm not paid. I'll shill because I like the product. And if they want to pay me for it, then great. But it does seem a bit awkward that sometimes I genuinely like something and I try and tell people I like something and they're like, oh, you're just lying. No, sometimes I like things. I mean, Path of Exile paid me to do the watch along, which was freaking great. They're like one of the few companies that I will straight away say yes to. He ain't gay, but he's constantly saying out loud how it should be forbidden how handsome I am. Look, okay. All of you are beautiful people. Every single one of you. You're all good looking in your own special magical way. And someone come up to me and they're like, oh my God, you know, it's so unfair. If only I were better looking, I would have everything I want. Guys, Danny DeVito is a sex symbol, all right? Let's just be honest. Not the greatest looking guy, but funny as hell. Apparently, super decent dude. You get those two qualities down. You be funny and you be decent and respectful, and you're going to have Danny DeVito levels of sex appeal, of energy, of friendship appeal. And that is a lot. Like, that is more than one man should be able to deal with. But apparently he deals with it with grace. I do find it impressive that Danny DeVito is Arnold Schwarzenegger's twin. Like you said, that is spot on. That is straight spot on. He is a good man. Oh, apparently there's a quest here I haven't done. Let me just talk to these people, see if they care about what I've been doing. I didn't really bother telling any of them about the things I did for them. I just blitzed through, not really reading, and then just ran away. Okay, cool. So now we've done another thing. What was the other one that I hadn't done? What even is I Loved You in Game of Thrones? Thank you. Thank you in that scene where I played Robb Stark's stunt double. It was a good scene. In fact, if you go back and watch every scene with Robb Stark in, when you can't see his face and you can't quite make out who's playing him, that's me. That's how it works. Classic PoE experience, some kind of plot. Apparently, from what I can work out from Path of Exile, the world is in danger and it can only be saved by enough arrows. Crematorium from Act 3 and the Catacombs from Act 3. Crematorium and the Catacombs. See what I can do. Right. Act 3, Crematorium, and so we can go to the Catacombs? We can't. Can we go to the Crematorium? We can. Really love the northern accent you did. Thank you. I can't do it again. Yeah, so I've told the story before, but I like telling it, so I'll tell it again. I was actually in London working in theatre when Game of Thrones was big, and a lot of people were asking me if I was in Game of Thrones because I looked a bit like Richard Madden, the actor that plays Robb Stark. So I just started saying yes. I was Robb Stark's stunt double. I wasn't, but the great thing is so many people believed me that it got a lot of drinks bought for me, which was great. And a lot of people wanted to take photos with me because they were like, oh my God, it's the guy that's in Game of Thrones. And eventually just taking photos was easier than explaining away that it wasn't me. So I took a lot of photos. The irony back then was I was trying to make it in theatre, and instead I've kind of made it on Twitch and YouTube. So there will be a very, very small but non-zero amount of people who met me many years ago, took a photo with me assuming I was in Game of Thrones, and will now look at their phone and be like, when the hell did I meet that random YouTuber? You are on IMDb for most terrifying places. Hell yes! I didn't even know. I thought they hadn't updated it. There we go. That's my claim to fame. I was on the American version of Most Haunted, which is Most Terrifying Places, which I think was... that was for the Aleister Crowley thing, wasn't it? What video was that in again? Oh, that was the Nightmare Creatures video. Yeah, that was a good one. When I put the Nightmare Creatures video out on the JoshStrifePlays channel, everyone kept messaging me about Kadikarus, who another YouTuber who also loves Nightmare Creatures and made a pretty detailed video on it. And I know I've met Kadikarus. He's a lovely chap. He's like a really nice guy. He's very genuine. He's very open, very honest, talking about all his process and stuff. I had a really nice time chatting to him. He was a good dude. Oh, I remember this woman. She gave me a really hard time, so this is going to be really cathartic. Yeah, boy. There we go. Oh, yeah, because you're the... yeah, Piety. She's the boss, isn't she? She's ultimately like this big boss kind of thing. Yeah. Honestly, no. Kadikarus was lovely. In fact, what I sometimes do is I sometimes message people on Twitter who follow me if I watch their stuff, and I just drop a message. I'm like, hey, just want to say, big fan of your work. That's what it is. Just big fan of your work. And I've sent that to ProJared, and he responded. We had a lovely chat. He's a nice guy. I sent it to Kadikarus. He responded. I sent it to Guru Larry from the Fact Hunt kind of stuff that he's done. I've spoken to the guys that do Triple Jump. They were lovely. Ben and Peter, isn't it? Ben and Peter that do Triple Jump stuff. They were really good. They were great. The Ox Venture team, they're lovely. It's just, I've had people say to me, come up and they've been like, Josh, how do you know everyone? How do you know everyone in this scene? And the answer is because I just say hi to everyone. Because in my mind, if someone is kind enough to chat and say hi back, even if they're a little bit busy, then great. They're the kind of person I want to be friends with. And some people have come to me and they've said before, oh my God, aren't you intimidated? Aren't you intimidated to, talk to these big people? And on one level, yes, I am. Because, of course, they're huge, big, successful people that I've got a lot of respect for and I watch and enjoy. But on another level, they're just normal people. Just normal, normal people. And when I say hi to them, they normally say hi back, and they're kind and respectful and decent to have a conversation with. And we can talk about content, which is lovely. Like the Spiffing Brit. Super intimidating dude because of how incredibly successful he is, but genuinely nice guy. That's what it is. That brings up, they're just normal men. Just innocent men. That's what they are. But that actually brings up a really interesting thing about the whole introvert-extrovert thing, because people have asked me if I'm an introvert, if I'm an extrovert, and people, I think, get these terms wrong. People assume that introvert-extrovert means how you want to spend your energy. Whereas I see it as how you refuel, how you refill. Like people say, oh, introverts must have loved the pandemic, everyone hanging inside. Well, no, not really, because I would consider myself relatively introverted because I regain my energy, I recharge my batteries by just hanging out by myself, by reading a book, by playing some video games, by walking the dogs, that kind of alone downtime. But when I've got the energy, then I want to spend it. And then I want to spend it on stage. I want to spend it talking to people. I want to spend it meeting people. I want to spend it streaming. This is one of the reasons that I can't stream for more than 4 or 5 hours a day. It's not because I don't want to. I love this. It's because it drains the crap out of me. And I very much need to regain that energy. So I love gaining energy back by just hanging out, doing the whole introversion thing. But when I've got it, it's absolutely being spent entertaining. That's what it is. It's when you've got a full battery, what do you do with it? And for me, the answer is full battery, right, time to go and try and entertain, because that's what I love doing. That's the way, when someone says to you, are you an introvert or an extrovert, I think what it means is how you recharge your batteries. And there was that really cringy thing going around a while ago where someone said to me, oh, I'm an introverted extrovert. I like being alone, but sometimes I like being with people. I'm like, that's everyone. That's pretty much everyone. That it just depends who you're with, the person that you're hanging out with. So some people, when they are left alone by themselves, get bored, get tired. Some people can't be alone. I'm sure you've met people who must constantly always be with someone. They have to have company. You leave them by themselves, they don't know what to do. And they have to be with people, and they refill their energy by being with people. I would call those people extroverts. That's how they get it back. Some people love being with people, but they know that it is itself a draining process. It's a draining process, man. There are also some people, and I've had this conversation with people. At the minute, man, I'm in some drama with some family stuff. But I very much try to talk to everyone the same. It doesn't matter if you're my boss. Doesn't matter if you're just a friend. I'll just be direct with you. And I don't want to go into too much detail about this because it's a personal thing, but there's a situation that I very much need to discuss because it matters to me. You know the word respect? This is something that I want to kind of run by you guys, and the reason I'm running this by you is because if I'm wrong, I want you to call me out on it. This is super, super important. I actually sent my friend a message a few days ago saying, hey, if I'm ever, like, wrong, I need you to call me out on it and just sit me down and be like, hey, just so you know, you're wrong here. This is why you're wrong. This is what you've done that's wrong. Do better. And then I'll be like, thank you, I appreciate it. You've spoken to me, you've explained it to me, I can improve. If I do something that, like, annoys someone or offends someone, what I don't want that person to do is just ignore it and hope it goes away, because that ain't the way you solve things. You communicate, you talk, you do better as a team. So the thing that I'm talking about right now is, have you ever heard someone say, if you don't respect me, I won't respect you? Because I read that as some people have two levels of respect. Some people believe that respect is treating someone as an authority figure, and some people believe that respect is treating someone with basic human decency. And when someone says, if you don't respect me, I won't respect you, what I believe they mean is they're combining those two meanings into, if you don't treat me as an authority figure, I won't treat you with basic human decency. They're not actually making them equal. They're almost trying to prioritize one over the other, which is a situation that I think I'm finding myself in at the minute. I've had bosses like that before, I've had people like that before, and it's very much irritating me. I forgot where the story started, but I'm glad that it got to here. Path of Exile is fun. If you're new to the stream and you're thinking, Josh, your story doesn't seem to have a point, you're just kind of rambling on, that's how we do things here, okay? That's what happens. It is a damn good game. A lot of people do mistake common courtesy. Respect is very much a two-way street. Yeah, I forgot how the story started. It was something that was important to me. I was talking about something. Peach Monster, thank you, it's good. Yeah. Yeah, I totally get that. So someone in the chat can remind me where the hell I was before this actually started. We rambled to where we needed to be. If we actually close to the Lord's Labyrinth? That would be amazing. If we were legitimately close to the place in the level. That would be great. Isn't rambling the point of streaming? Yeah, pretty much. I think it was about, I was talking about family, something about energy. Something was about energy. That's what I remember it being. And now I need to find where the hell the Ascendancy plaque is. Introverts and extroverts, that was the one. That was it. It was talking about just being able to feel comfortable and confident around people and just talk to them. Oh, that was a lot of things dying all in one go. That was beautiful. But hey, we found it. We found the place. That was great. The people that interpret the phrase, if you don't treat me as an authority, I won't treat you as a person. Yeah, I think it shows a level of emotional intelligence. I was talking about this with a friend recently, actually. And I think I'm very lucky insofar as a lot of the people that I value and spend time with have a high level of emotional intelligence, and people don't realize how rare that can be. Have you ever met someone that, you like them as a person, but when the going gets tough, they just dip. They just go away. They just don't deal with things. That's not good, man. It's very, very difficult to sit down and have a tough conversation, but it's a painful process, but I don't think it's destructive. That's where we are now. Hey Josh, awesome sweater. Wish I had one. I should get sponsored. I swear to God, I should get sponsored. Maybe I'm in my sweater arc. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we do like vest and shirts half the year and just jumpers the other half. When the going gets tough, yeah. The tough get going, as they say. Just push it down, hope it all goes away. No, man. Conversations. Straight up conversations. Have I finally decided to embrace being a toxic streamer? I'm literally buying the sweater right now. Okay, look. Not sponsored, legitimately one of the warmest sweaters I've ever bought. It's like double lined. So there's like an outside layer of wool and then an internal layer of thicker wool. I am really warm right now. I was wearing this outside in like a gale, like a super windstorm, and I was just sat there like, I'm toasty. I am toasty. It's Warhammer 40k. It's got the Imperial Aquila on it as well. I've got the Tyranid one somewhere as well. But yeah, again, not sponsored. I think it's a good jumper. Looks pretty thin to me. I can see it looks pretty thin. I can see the screen behind. Get in the bin. Oh, bottling up your emotions and then not dealing with them is toxic masculinity. It really is. Right, so we're going to the Aspirants Plaza. What is this place? I've been here on a previous one. I remember this. Right. Earn your Ascendancy. Okay, cool. What kind of Ascendancy do I get? It's a plaza for aspirants. Thank you. You solved all the problems I had. There's 3 kinds of friends. Beer friends, puppy friends, and friends that are both. People that you like to get a beer with, people you would trust take care of your puppy, and people that are both. Yeah. Everyone can have that level of toxicity. I think that emotional care and emotional understanding is scarily rare. Oh, so I've done the Labyrinth, the Cruel Labyrinth, the Merciless Labyrinth, the Eternal Labyrinth, which costs a thing to get into. Alright, so we'll activate the Labyrinth. When I die, I say when, if I die, do I need to, like, do a load of things to try this again? Or can you just try it as many times as you want? Do you guys find it weird the bottom half of the world celebrates Christmas during scorching summer? I cannot get my head around the fact that it is summer in Australia. I can't do it. It's winter. Okay? Everyone knows that England is the middle of the earth. Everyone knows that. Just like the earth is the center of the solar system, England, it's in the middle of the map, it's the middle of the earth. We all know that. So I just cannot understand, because England, obviously, and English culture is the most important culture globally. Everything is based off us. That's just true. It's just facts. Don't look it up. Don't check. It is. So, when you watch any Christmas movie, any of the 2 Christmas movies that matter, which are Die Hard and The Muppet Christmas Carol, when you watch those, The Muppet Christmas Carol specifically, it's snowy, it's Victorian London. The rest of the planet should be snowy Victorian London. That's quintessential Christmas. What about Die Hard? Die Hard 2 is also a Christmas film. And don't ask why Lord of the Rings is a Christmas film. It's not set at Christmas, it's just a Christmas film. It is. How's the new house? It is lovely, thank you for asking. We're still unpacking a lot of boxes, but in general, I think it's good. Yeah, for some reason, The Lord of the Rings is a Christmas film. You all know that I'm right. No one can explain why. It just is. Okay? Is Lethal Weapon a Christmas film? Yeah, it is. You know, there's... What other films are Christmas films that you just can't explain why? Muppet Treasure Island, and I think that's because it just links into the Muppet Christmas Carol. Now I'm also going to guess that because I'm massively over-leveled for this area, I'm going to just breeze through the whole thing, which would be super nice if I could do. Specifically the first 2 Harry Potter films. I haven't watched those in ages. I never really got into the Harry Potter films, to be honest. It was just never really a thing for me. I never went through it. The traps can still get you. That's okay. I'll be alright. The Nightmare Before Christmas is the... I love it as a film. I hate it as a cultural icon. I'll explain why. Don't hate me. Give me a minute. I love Christmas. Christmas is great. Halloween's okay. Christmas is great. There is this idea that Halloween is the line in the sand, the bastion, the last holiday that holds its own before Christmas. And the biggest boon that Halloween ever got as that kind of line in the sand before Christmas is The Nightmare Before Christmas. It is a film which single-handedly holds the line between holidays. There are many people that say you cannot start celebrating Christmas before Halloween. Shops can't put the decorations out, we can't start celebrating, we can't put decorations out. If that film never happened, I guarantee Christmas would happen earlier. If that film had never happened, we would get Christmas so much earlier. And that is why I dislike it. Because it is preventing the spread of Christmas. That would be horrid. No, it wouldn't. Because Christmas cheer would be spread more. I am all in favor of a 6-month Christmas. I'm okay with that. Because as long as people do all their shopping like before the final few days, so retail staff don't get absolutely hammered. Because I worked for Toys R Us on the tills for 3 years. And I've done Christmas in retail, in actual toy shops. It sucks. It's the worst. You know? Like I say, every year the war on Christmas continues, and I am firmly on the side of Christmas. I would like to be a lieutenant, at least a sergeant by now. I want to lead the charge against it. Drongo, thank you very much for the sub. Remarkably kind of you. Merry Crimbo, Josh, thanks for all the great vest-adjacent content this year. Thank you. Thank you. You are more than welcome. I do not like Christmas, to be honest. That's okay. That's your prerogative. We can't all be right. You're allowed to hate something. It's okay. Walked in Toys R Us of the bike section. Oh man, Toys R Us solidarity. Did you know the Toys R Us giraffe has lore? His name is Jeffrey Raff. He's a doctor. He has a wife and kids. I'm not even making this up. You know the Toys R Us giraffe logo? There is an entire family history section of that giraffe. I never bothered learning it. I just know for a fact that his name was Jeffrey Raff. There you go. You're welcome. Ooh, a crafting recipe. Sweet. Toys R Us where I live is gone. I mean, they're all gone. They all shut down. Aurora, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. You join me as I'm dropping angry arrows on things. So, when it says complete the labyrinth, is there like a special route that I need to go? Because this looks like a boss. So, I'm just gonna... Hang on. Let me just chuck an absolute ton of traps down. I want to... Yeah, if the boss walks over there, we're good. Just stay away from any damage. Right, because what kills me... I've realised this, I'm very clever. What kills me is taking damage. So if I just don't do that... Yeah, do I go through one of these things? No. Was that the entire boss? Was that it? Fight over. Yeah, the best form of crowd control is just killing the crowd. That's it. You say grey hair. No, it's just the light. Look, it's a shadow on my hair. But, this is the important thing. If it were grey hair, would it work? That's a painful trap. I didn't realise there was a trap there. Like, if it was grey hair, can I pull it off? Can I do it? Like I said, guys, entering the daddy era. It is Father Christmas. Alright, let me just run forward and click everything. Decorative chest. Heart of the Gargoyle. What is that? The next gargoyle you hit will be killed instantly. I don't know if that's good or not, but I've got one now. Gotta think. We almost embrace... Yeah. The best defense is an arrow spammy offense. It is. Thank you. Bloody Drongo, that is an amazing quote. I'm not reading it out, but thank you. I'm going to have that inscribed and put up on my wall somewhere. Stop it. Stop it. Yes, but I'm firmly in my Twitch DILF era. Let's just run past these spikes. I don't want to be impaled. Not like that. It's alright. I've got a... It's fine. Don't worry. I've got potions on me. We're all good. Oh, was that it? Was that all I get from this little area? I leave and I get that. Forgotten Reliquary. I am there. Is there nothing else? Oh no, you go this way. Hang on. Ignore me. Ignore me. I'm being stupid. You go this way. I know where I'm going now. I don't need a poem. I need to kill things. There we go. So what's the point of this? If I ascend, do I get like more special magical skill points or something? That looks like a secret wall. Aha! Thank you, Mr. Switch. Nothing there is good. You are useful, though. That is exactly what you get. 2 special skill points. Magic boy powers. I've always wanted those. Your ascending makes you extra spicy. I want the extra spicy build of Path of Exile. It's your subclass. Oh, sweet. Are there any subclasses that will be beneficial to an endless toxic rain archer? Okay, so look, before we do this strongbox, let me just throw 15 traps around. Then let me put down 5 of these things and then open this. There we go. Who needs anything else? Beautiful. That was great. Everything blew up. That's fantastic. Your subclass options are go fast, drink juice, or many arrows. I'm going to go with many arrows, alright? Because more arrows means more damage, and more damage means more gooder a build. You know? Some people will say to me, Josh, get defense. These people are cowards. You don't need defense. Yes, I die a lot. Yes, that's true. I'm not making another point, that's just true. That's just a thing that happens a lot with this build. Ooh, the sanatorium passage. In we pop. I think Josh has to experience maps before he learns to appreciate defense. No, I won't. There is no appreciation of defense going on here, mate. Look, if I'm dying on the maps, clearly the answer is just more offense. Because what's killing me? Enemies. How do you get rid of them? Kill them. I've always been taught, in Magic the Gathering, play to your outs. Okay? Play as if you're going to win. What wins you the game? Not dying. Because not dying delays loss. It doesn't gain victory. So what I want is I only choose things that gain victory. I don't choose things that delay loss. Alright? Not dying is useful in life. You say this. But what's more important is to just straight up kill the enemy faster. There's a stash there, don't need it. What's in this? Do I get to fight that boss again? Where am I? I'm there. I need to be not here. Hang on. Oh, it's a labyrinth. I hate this. It's a frickin' maze. Let's go this way. The sanatorium. Need to go forward. I do. So, let's just stick some stuff down here. Hang on. Left top. Try door. Left top? Do you mean back for the aspirant's trial bit? Room with 2 doors equals maze. Take the third. Look, it's not got 2 doors. It's got this. It's got 3 doors. It just one of them doesn't show up on the map. Stairs. Thank you. And then there's a dude here. Can you just appreciate the fact that the fight was that fast? Look at that. See, that was a decent speed of fight. The fact that as soon as they start, they were like, alright, I'm done here. We're good. First time here, expected a vest, but not disappointed. Thank you. That's... Whenever someone says to me that they're not disappointed, that's all I can hope for, to be honest. That's all I can hope. I'm currently level 71. I was grinding off stream a little bit. The only reason the fight was shorter was because he didn't notice he was dead yet. Hey, I think we got there. Is there any loot that you will pick up? This triggers me. Yes, I will pick up orbs and stuff that is stackable, and I will pick up Quill Rain if anyone or anything drops Quill Rain. Beyond that, no. There is nothing worth picking up beyond the one weapon that I'm after. Oh, I'll also pick up a unique. If anything unique drops, I'm taking it. Orbs. See, orbs are important. If a unique drops, I will take it, and then I will use it if it's even remotely usable. If it's a unique body or a unique belt, I'm pretty much wearing it straight away. You are doing good, although it triggers me how you play. Oh, this is the floor that kills you. Hang on. Let me just get out that floor. That's fine. If it's a unique... Oh, that kills me as well. Just use the map for a second. Am I playing solo self-found? I am. I am indeed playing solo self-found. So anything that you see on me is what I've actually got. And I've found a couple of decent uniques so far. Look at that. See? We've got a unique helmet going on. We've got a couple of unique rings going on. We've got some boots going on. We've got some unique gloves going on. Now, it's very important to stress and let you all understand that these uniques are actually all very good, but not for my build. Like, they're all remarkably good items, but I don't need them. What I can do is put all this... Oh, there we go. There's a big boss over there. Big angry boy. Time to throw a load of... There we go. Some stuff down. Some strong boxes. We'll just put some... We do a little trap. We open that, and then everything dies. Good stuff. It may trigger you how I play. And the dangerous thing about this build, like I said, is I have 900 health. Which, at the kind of top end levels, is basically nothing. That's like an instant death level of health. But, 50-50 chance, you either are alive or you aren't alive. And every single chest I open either does or does not contain what I need. 50-50 chance. Is this the first lab or the third one? Can't remember. Might be the first. Am I following a guide? No. No. So what I did was I discovered Toxic Rain. I discovered I liked it. And then I've built everything to make Toxic Rain better. That's pretty much it. Everything around it is Toxic Rain. Like I said, when I press Q, I do Toxic Rain. When I press W, I put a totem down. Guess what the totem uses? That's right, Toxic Rain. When I right-click, I throw a trap. Guess what the trap does? That's right. It's Toxic Rain. There we go. It's all there. 3 buttons. They all do the same thing. But the totems are really powerful because they're on a 6-link chest. The trap is actually connected to boots, which makes trap better. And the bow is connected to a bow that gives +1 to all socketed gems. So there we go. Just lots of stuff. Lots of Toxic Rain. And if I am dying, that means the enemy is alive, and that means I just need more Toxic Rain. Trying out the game instead of min-maxing a build. It's a dangerous way to play. I know that. But it's working because things are dying. What I'll do is when things stop dying, then I will reassess. But until then, we just kind of keep going. You know, we push forward, we push on. Stick down a lot of ballistas and just wait. Hold up, level 18 gem. So Josh is level 65 and has 900 HP. I'm level 71 and have 994 hit points. Yeah, in fact, what I could do to trigger you even more is I've got a Grace on my hotbar. Now, I've also taken the Wildwood Ascendancy, which means I don't have any mana. You might notice I have 0 mana, because all of my mana is now my health. So if I use Grace, I am taking 33% of my health away, and I now have 581 health. So 581 health, but I do have, like, speedy boy skills. So everything is now effectively a one-hit kill. But I can see how well it goes. It might work. Might work, might not. Let's find out. Let's find out. Oh, here we go. We're on the next thing. We're nearly on the next bit. This is the next boss, isn't it? Here we go. Sweet. Okay, can you appreciate the fact that he immediately died and dropped a bone circlet? That was quite fast, you have to admit. That was very quick, you know? Treasure key. We also got a bone circlet. Scroll of Wisdom. Energy shield. +2 to level of socketed minion gems. Not relevant. Energy shield, not relevant. +2 to maximum number of spectres, and you cannot have non-spectre minions. So basically just more spectres. What DPS do you have with that? We'll find out in a second. Currently I've got +25. Yeah. That's not very good. I think if I take my heavy belt off, I can't wear my helmet anymore, because my helmet needs a certain level of strength, and I think my belt's giving me that. So I'm just gonna go with that one. I'm not gonna wear the... It hurts me personally, but I'm not gonna wear the unique. I am sorry. If you buy some corpses from the woods, you could use that. I could do. I'm not going to, but I could do that. Not the helmet, the gems inside. Yeah. Oh, is it the headpiece? Oh, that's a headpiece, is it? Oh, right, that's a headpiece. Gotcha. No, my current for some reason I thought it was a belt. The Thrill Steel helmet is way better because it gives me onslaught just constantly. I'd be the first person to wear a circlet as a belt. We can keep trying. Oh, Ascendancy chamber. Treasure, treasure. Do I get to open all these? And then a stash. Onslaught faster killing. It is good. It does look like a belt. Only if I have keys. I have one key. Right, open one of Izzaro's treasures. The item will drop on the ground when leaving the labyrinth. Okay, is it worth opening them? One key. Let's open this one. None of those are good. I mean, that's bad. Bad. Maybe good. No. Cobalt Jewel might be decent. Let's see if that's there. You lose the key if you don't lose it. Okay, cool. So we have to use it at least. Belt. Life, energy, life, nope. Jewel. 5% increased casting speed while holding a shield. Thanks. Thanks, Ascendancy, for being utterly, utterly useless. Ah, here we go. Altar of Ascendancy. Let's see what we've got now. How do you change? How do you earn Ascendancy points? Is it just like whenever you level up? Or do you have to do something to gain Ascendancy points? There's a gem enhancer here as well. Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. Master Distiller, that's about flasks, flasks, flasks. That seems... Complete Labyrinth. Oh, okay. Do the Labyrinth. I just did. Cool. Deadeye. Projectile Barrage, have no spread. Could be good. Skills chain 1 times. Maybe. I want more arrows. Critical strikes do rupture. Increase marks. I don't do those. Let's just see where there's... Rapid Assault. Onslaught. Okay, hang on. So I can just give myself Onslaught and get a better helmet. That could work. 40% chance to suppress... 40% chance to suppress spell damage, and I've got no defense against spells. That could be a really good idea. Do I not have a loot filter? I do not have a loot filter. I thought about getting one, but it's funnier just to not get one, and now everyone gets annoyed. Avatar of the Slaughter. Increased attack speed, increased movement speed. Avatar of the Veil. Avoid stuff while doing things. Okay. I need more arrows. That's what I need. Didn't I say defense doesn't help you win? You are correct. That's a good point. Defense does not help you win. Where are the more arrows? Skills fire 2 additional projectiles. Sweet. Mirage Archer. Oh, hang on. Mirage Archers are not attached to you. +2 to maximum number of summoned Mirage Archers. Cannot summon Mirage Archers while near Mirage Archers. So they just get summoned and stay. That's good. That's decent. I don't know if it's good, but it sounds good. I'm not bothered about Barrage, to be honest. Barrage doesn't sound as decent. Tailwind, you said, was good. Not sure where Tailwind is. Let's have a quick look. Tailwind over here somewhere. Just having a quick look around. 100% effect of Onslaught. So Onslaught would do a lot more. Deadeye for Tailwind. I'm thinking maybe we go with... Well, Gathering Wind, but not Tailwind. I think the Mirage Archer is a good idea. It's called Gathering Winds. Okay, cool. Right, let me see if I can find that. Gain 1 gale force when you use a skill. 15% increased effect of Tailwind on you per gale wind. Tailwind increases action speed. Alright, cool. Pathfinder is OP for poison builds. I'm not doing poison builds, am I? I'm doing chaos builds. You know what? Let's not overthink it. That gives you more arrows, and more arrows are more gooder. Yes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Or do we go 1, 2, 3, 4? It takes 4 to get there no matter what. More projectile damage and increased Mirage Archer, and then Mirage Archers are not attached to me. I think Mirage Archers are good. Poison is chaos, but not every chaos is poison. I can change this later. Yeah, my jumper is Ultramarines from Warhammer 40k, and it's yellow, so it's being chroma keyed out. Love you, bud. Hope you and yours doing well. Oh, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. It's been good so far. Have a good day. Don't think people write Pathfinder to get him to get the extra arrows. Look, I understand that you all know exactly what I should do. But consider this. More arrows. And better Mirage Archer. I don't care about skills chaining, because nothing I have chains. But doing this might be good. So we ascend. Oh, does Ascendancy take... Oh, it doesn't take away your Wildwood thing. Ascendancy is just here. Oh, here's a quick question. When you ascend, do you just not get access to, like, the close-by skills anymore? Because you can... I'm guessing... Does that change it? Yeah, that takes it in and out. How do you take the Wildwood thing in and out? I can't actually see a way to reduce this. That's a question for you guys. Same button. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why am I so bad at this game? I've been doing nothing but playing it for the last 2 weeks. How am I so bad at this game? Okay, right. That's what we should probably do. We should probably look at all the skills down here. Like, look, finesse. 15% dex, more dex, more stuff. I should have done this. Boomer of Exile. Look, now I've got stuff that I can choose. Things that would help. That would probably work. Look, movement speed. Better, gooder weapons. More attack damage. More spell damage. More evasion rating. This would be useful. What is Wildwood? Wildwood is the thing that I've taken to become a Warlock of the Mists. I have 4 Wildwood points left. I should probably spend them on something. What should I spend them on? I don't know. We could look at what there is. Enemies pactified you, take more damage. Grants level 20 dark effigy skill. I'm not using those. That's the coward's way out. Man who wants more arrows. How do I use the thing? The arrows. Oh shit, yeah. Maybe the real arrows were the friends we made along the way. Right, 10% increased projectile damage. Absolutely pointless. My projectiles do literally nothing. However, Mirage Archers not being attached to me. Actually very powerful. +2 to maximum number I can have. Cannot summon them while near other Mirage Archers. Okay, let's give that a go. Apply the points. Let's go away. So, return to town. And to get more... How did he manage to pick Warlock? Don't ask why I do the things I do. Just go along. Do you use the Mirage Archer skill gem? Yes, I do. It's attached to my main weapon, if you will. He skipped the font. I don't know what the font is. Do we need to go back and do the font again? Alright, that's fine. How do we do that? Do we just do the Aspirants Plaza again? Not seen you use it once. It's over now. Can we go back and do it again? There's 2 nodes that give additional projectiles. Not worth it. Font's gone now. You have to redo the whole thing. Okay, like how? I can do the level 55 one. No, do the next Labyrinth. Okay, where is the next Labyrinth? You say I'll die. You don't understand how powerful this build is. Hang on, just let me put this circlet away. I'm never going to use it, but it's a unique, so I'm keeping it because I'm a little loot goblin. Shut up. You can't tell me what to do. I'm keeping all my uniques. I don't need any of them. Apart from this one, which was... So I got a really good flask that looks good, but it's a mana flask. And then I got a really good talisman thingy, which again looked good, but I don't need them. And I got lots of other good looking stuff, which I think is good. Deals 50 chaos damage per second to nearby enemies. Like, that's decent. Maybe I should get that, because my chaos damage is increased. Alright, so what does my actual attacks do? So the totems do 1,239 chaos damage per second, which I think is good. I think is very good. I'm going to go with that. The problem, guys, in Britain, we call a small fountain a fount. So you call it a font. Yeah, I just thought there was something different. Happy Christmas to you too. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas to everyone who's watching. Hopefully you're having a lovely time. You remind me so much about my first playthrough. I did stuff so similarly. Look, I can't help being super efficient at this game. I'm sorry that you watch me play and get intimidated by how good I am, but it's something you're going to have to live with. Right, where's the next labyrinth? Where am I going? I'm assuming it's not in Act 4 because there's no thing that says do the labyrinth. I'm guessing it's not here either. Maybe it's in Act 6. Yes, Act 6, because it says Lord's Labyrinth. There we go. It's at the same place. Oh, do you mean it's back at the Sarn camp again? Like, it's just back there. So, Act 7, Act 8, Sarn encampment. No, go back to the waypoints. It's on your waypoint. The green one? Oh, do you mean Aspirants Plaza there? The green button on the right of your map. But which one? Part 1? Part 2? Act 1? Act 2? Where do I travel to it from? I know you said you're not reading a guide, but you should be right. It doesn't matter. Just the green button. Okay, so just go back to the Aspirants Plaza and you can just do it again. Okay, so now we just do the whole thing again from where we are now. I'm going to believe you. If you say yes, I'm going to believe you. Oh, and then you have to do the thing. Right, gotcha. So we could do the labyrinth again, but instead we do the cruel labyrinth, which requires me to do the crypt, Act 7, and the Chamber of Sins, level 2. So the crypt and the Chamber of Sins, level 2. I can do that. Let's go and do that. The crypt, they were in Act 7, and the Chamber of Sins, level 2. Chamber of Sins. There we go. I'm learning. I am learning. Now, this is going to be more challenging because I've just noticed I have 581 health. Everything I'm doing is like, anything I do is a one-hit kill. Just immediately, I will die. Let me just find some enemies to test this new build on. I want to test out the OP-ness of my... Let me rephrase that. I want to test out how OP the build is. There we go. I didn't die. I didn't die. Oh, this is a fantastic OP-ness. See, now I'm aware of it. Now I'm going to say it more. That won't get clipped. It's fine. Visa, he doesn't need to eat. It's okay. This is great. So, the Mirage Archer gets cast when I hit something. Right, so I'm guessing the other Mirage Archer needs to be not within the green range. Oh no, it can be, apparently. The question now is, what's better? Having a Mirage Archer above my head or not? Because I think having 3 Mirage Archers seems good. Visa doesn't need to eat. Isn't this the Christmas gift? It is. It's like half of the green range. Okay, cool. So it's not too far. I'm hoping that having 3 Mirage Archers will ultimately prove better than having one that just sits over my head. Because most of my build is very much about AoE. Full AoE. All the time. And it works. To an extent. This part is much easier because I'm massively overleveled for it. You know what? That's a good point. 3 Mirage Archers does mean 3 times as many arrows. I wasn't thinking correctly. I should have been thinking about what gives more arrows. And the answer is this. More Mirage Archers. My laptop straight up crashes in the Affliction dimension. It's yeah. I like the Wildwood, but it is pretty graphic intensive. The sweater, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I've had more compliments on this jumper than anything else. I should start wearing sweaters more. It still confuses me when you Americans say sweater, because us Brits say jumper. Because That's what it's called. But whenever someone's like, oh, that's a lovely jumper, I'm like, oh, thanks very much. And then someone will be like, that's a nice sweater. Like, what? What are you on about? Whoa, damage is in there. Hang on. Let's just do some damage to this dude. Boom, son. Sit down. Where am I going? Is none of it this way? Sweater vest rather than waistcoat. Maybe I could go for a sweater vest, because like I did say, I am in my DILF era. I think sweater vest would work. Little corncob pipe as well for it. Maybe, you know, telling people that I'm proud of them. That kind of dad vibe, we going for that. That was a lot of arrows. Thank you. I just need more arrows. If the enemy are alive, fire more arrows. And the traps also do arrows. And the Mirage Archer does arrows. That's enough. That's enough arrows. I get very excited whenever I see an orange line, because I think it's a unique. And they make me very excited and happy. Just bear in mind that the one thing that I haven't yet put onto my own personal Toxic Rain is greater projectile support. And once greater projectile support is on, we get even more arrows. And hopefully everything dies before anything actually happens, you know? Need as many arrows as the movie Hero. That was a good film. I very much like that film. That was a great film. Why is it sweater vest and not sleeveless cardigan? It should be a sleeveless cardigan. Phoenix, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. You don't have enough dark circles under the eyes to be a dad. You say that. It's just makeup. It's just makeup, man. And people are like, oh, you wear makeup. Of course I wear makeup. I'm awake stupid hours and have like a terrible, terrible health routine. Of course, you've got to get a bit of foundation on, a bit of concealer going on. People go, is it guy liner? Nope. Just regular makeup bought from, I don't know, the Boots makeup counter. Guys, there's nothing wrong with wearing makeup if you want to wear it. It's super decent to just make yourself look better. Hang on, it's challenging to do this when I've got basically no health and I have to run through a load of traps. Hang on. Let me just do this. That way, hopefully we can get some enemies ready to die. I've got to pay at least somewhat attention to this bit, because I should probably take off the things that are reducing my health by massive amounts. And that makes it so much easier to just blitz through things. There we go. Oh, crafting recipe, sweet. And the lever for another door. And lots of enemies killed. There we go, dead. Enough arrows and the Ascendancy plaque is done. Do you know of any skill that moves you? Ah, right, so. Someone said to me that one of the most essential Path of Exile things I need to do is give myself a movement skill, like blink or teleportation or some kind of emergency button that I can press that will immediately teleport me out of danger. And I said to them, in order to do this, would I have to sacrifice some damage skills? And they said yes. So I did not do that. Right? Because you've got damage on this button, damage on this button, damage on this button, damage on this button, and these buttons destroy my own health. There's just no room. Now some of you will say, Josh, you can just hold control and activate another gem. Don't play smart with me. Alright? Don't sit there. So why am I not running damage auras? That's a good question. That is just a good question. What damaging auras should I run? You could also revamp those keys. It's glass cannon. It is glass cannon. The thing is that I'm very glass. All of them, obviously. Yeah, of course, all of them. But, like, aura of damage. Malevolence. Do I have malevolence? I don't know if I have malevolence. I have a lot of things that begin with mal. No, nope. Don't think any of these are malevolence. Flame blast. Dominating blow. That was one we got before. You can buy malevolence from Lily in X6. What does malevolence do? Let me just pop over to X6 and purchase whatever Lily's selling. What? This isn't glass cannon. This is monofilament cannon. Yeah, it's less glass cannon because glass at least has some structure to it. This is very much 3D printed cannon. Right. Where are we going for malevolence? Is it a green? Is it a blue? If it's blue, I don't have any slots for it. Like, I've got no blue slots. Look. I could probably re-roll the slot colours on the gloves, to be fair. It's probably a thing I should do. Where are we looking for malevolence? Malevolence! Cast an aura that damages over time and increases skill effects durations on you and your allies. It reserves 50% of mana. You and nearby allies deal 14% more damage over time. You have 10% increased skill effects duration. That could be good! I also need haste for faster attacks. That also does 50%, doesn't it? Okay, hang on. I've got an idea here. Just bear with me. Bear with me. This can work. We can make this work. Just let me stash some stuff. Hang on. There's an orb of fusing there. I'll use it some other time. That's a pointless belt. I don't need you. Let me first of all get a jeweler's orb out. Because then we... No, I don't need the sockets. I need the chromatic orb. That's the one. Chromatic. Because a chromatic orb allows me to re-roll the slots on an item, and I don't care about you. Just give me a blue slot. There we go. Green, blue. Fantastic. So, blue. Malevolence. Let's get you involved. Sweet. There we go. We've got blue. Should we do something that links to the blue? Is there like a support gem from green? You don't need precision at all. Do I not? I don't think... Is precision not great? Because at the minute my... Because what does precision give you? It gives you accuracy, doesn't it? And seeing as I'm using Toxic Rain, I'm not actually hitting anything because I'm using the AoE. Accuracy and crit. Okay, so let's just have a look at the kind of critical chance of what I'm doing. Chance to hit, pretty high. Chance to crit. Main hand critical strike chance, 16.5. That's decent. Maybe I don't need it. Crit does nothing for you. Okay, cool. Right. You're not critty enough for the crit to be relevant. Nice. So we don't need precision. But we do need malevolence. And we do need grace. Because grace gives evasion. Malevolence gives 33.33% life. You know what we could do? We could do a 0.01% life build. That might work. As long as I don't get hit ever. That would work. And that's because I've got malevolence, I've got grace. Was it haste? It was haste, wasn't it? Sure, it was haste. That was the one. So I could, in theory, because of the Wildwood specialization, reducing the amount of reservation from 50% to 33.3%. That could work, so we could get haste going on. And I don't need precision. So I've got malevolence, grace. Do I need vitality? Vitality seems like a coward's choice. Could go with... Where's haste? Haste. Malevolence, grace, haste. That could work. Let's see what happens. Just purely out of curiosity. Let's see what happens. I want to sell you some stuff as well. Here, have a belt. Thanks. You go there. These tabs make sense to me. Shut up. And now I go this way. Right, we were doing a thing, weren't we? The Aspirants Plaza. Was it Act 7? I needed... It wasn't the Chamber of Sins. Did I do the Chamber of Sins? Did I finish that one? I did, didn't I? It was the Crypt. I want to say it was the Crypt. The Crypt Act 7. Let's have a look. My donation goes to waste. Lip, I will go back and read it. My goodness, $10. Thank you very much. Please buy currency stash tab. No. Love your content. Love that you're playing Path of Exile. Specifically now, I'm not going to. In fact, I'm going to mess it up even more. That's what I'm going to do. Right, let's just see if this works. So, take off that. That gives me... If I activate Malevolence, I deal 10% increased damage. Sweet. Why have I got 10% already gone? What is that used for? There is a bit of my life reserved, but I have no idea what the... Oh, hang on, Control E. Oh, I've had Vitality on this whole time. That makes sense. Okay, so we do Malevolence, then we do Grace, then we do Haste. It will not let me do it. Right? It will not let me reserve it again. But I could do Malevolence, Haste, and Vitality. That could work. Okay. This is like a really fast build. Super fast. So stick these down and run away. This is the runaway build. Does it work? Who knows? Let's find out. I actually got hit then and didn't die, which is going to give me massive false confidence for this entire build. Now, remember as well that my mana is coming from my health. So provided that I could probably cast things too quickly and die, I could end up destroying myself by casting things way too fast. I think I'm... Yeah, it was going to happen. It was going to happen. Death by sneeze. Malevolence is good, though. Malevolence is very good. Damage, just localized damage. Grace was good. But so was Haste. Haste, I think, was decent. Right, that's what was happening. It was the Vitality that was killing me. I understand the irony of that sentence, but you have to understand that had I not have been using Vitality, I would have actually survived fine. Because now I've got way... What I needed there was Vitality. I'm going to put this on and just see how this goes. Just by itself. It's all about experimenting, guys. It's all about experimenting, finding out what works, finding out what doesn't, working out the ins and outs, you know, working out the kinks in any kind of specific build. As long as you work out what you do wrong, as long as you kind of, you know, self-reflect. And I think what I did wrong there was I died. I'm going to try not dying. You know, one day I'm going to get a really good drop out of a chest. And you're all going to be very, very unhappy. Because that is going to effectively convince me to continue opening every chest in the game. There is a support gem that gives you 1 free aura. Oh, sweet, we'll go with that one. Grace and Haste is a good band name. Watch him find a mirror. That would be cool. I'd go with that. Lex, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a good day. You will definitely get a good drop. Try not to die. So crazy, it just might work. Well, I think that's what everyone else has been doing wrong. That I need to do right. I mean, look, that dude's dead now. Scroll of Wisdom. That got me a thing, actually. Oh, I think I found the... What was that they dropped? Desecrate. Desecrates the ground, summoning corpses. I've actually already got a skill like that. It's not a good skill, but I've got it. It's my potion, whenever I drink a potion. Where are we? This way. Oh, hang on, there's a boss thing just there. None of those are good. Ah, strongbox. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ton of traps. Open. Everything dies. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Your strategy is mind-blowingly amazing. Thank you. I'm glad that someone finally appreciates my brilliance. I also think that people are underestimating the ability of just running through the traps, triggering them all, and clicking the things. There we go. Much easier. Don't get why everyone doesn't just do this. Just run through all the traps. You don't need to pay attention. Just bring health potions. See? Done. Don't get why people kept saying that was hard. Actually, everyone just runs through the traps. Yeah, because they saw me do it. I'm a trailblazer. That's what I am with this. Why use health potions when you can have 400 life regen per second? Okay, right. You know what my life regen is? First of all, my full life is 826 currently. My life regen right now. Let's have a quick look, shall we? Where is life regen? Life gained on main hand hit. 9. That's good. That's 9 life per hit. Defense, that's probably important. Over here. Where's life regen? Life regeneration per second. 21. I am regaining 21 life per second, and with only 800 life, that means in only 40 seconds, I would actually be at full life. That's pretty... Okay, so hang on. Defense cold resistance, 111%. Yep, because you can never be too resistant to cold. Fire resistance, 5. That's low. I'll give you that. That should be at least 10. Lightning resistance, 63%. Chaos resistance, 0. Doesn't matter. Enemies don't use chaos. Block recovery, doesn't matter. Cannot be chilled. Yes, I can't be. You put me in a fridge, I come out warm. You can't do it. You cannot chill me. Right? Massive cold res. That's all you need. Have you ever seen an enemy use a chaos attack? I'll answer that for you. No, you haven't. Right? You have not. Therefore, putting points into it is actually a waste of time. We've actually leveled up the Malevolence gem, which I think is a bad idea, but I'm doing it. I have nothing to sell, but I do need my stash for something. Hang on. Like, for anyone who wasn't here earlier, I need to explain this to you. This is my stash. Tab number 1. Tab 1 contains things that stack. So anything with a number in the top left-hand corner that can stack goes in tab 1. But it also contains some gems. I believe that's pretty self-explanatory as to why. Tab 2 contains things that stack and gems. Also a hood that I found that I thought was cool. Some flasks that are rare, and one flask that I won't use but I thought was cool. And also some rings that I haven't yet identified. What's the amulet doing in tab 1? Don't worry about it. Tab 2. Stuff that didn't fit in tab 1. Tab 3. Pages and cards. Also some jewels. There are some gems here too. And a ring that is still unidentified. Also anything I found with 6 slots on goes here. And tab 4. Uniques that I can't bring myself to throw away. Also a short bow, because I keep kind of chanting it and scouring it to hope it becomes a Quill rain, which I'm going to be honest, that's all this is about. Imagine dude has the apothecary but doesn't know about it. Is there anything that I should be searching for? I mean, I've got these things. I don't think any of these are good. Is there like anything that's super amazingly OP that I should be looking for? Divine. Search for the word divine and just see what pops up. Might be good, might be bad. Don't know. The Poet's Pen, that seemed decent. The Poet's Pen seemed really good, actually. +1 to level of socketed gems per 25 player levels. So at level 75, it's like 3 more. Triggers a socketed skill when you attack. Adds 3 to 5 physical. 11% increased attack speed. I thought that was good. I don't know if it's good or not. This is logical. There's a lot of logic that goes into this. There's a time when Poet's Pen was super busted. Well, that's what we got for that one. Did you say search for divine and just see what pops up? I got 1. I've got 1 divine orb. There we go. Cool. I don't know if that's good, but I picked up 1 divine orb and thought, hey, that sounds pretty decent. So I picked that up. I got that. I think I got that back in like Act 3 or something. I also got a chaos thingy. I have got some more cards here. So these are all cards. I did get the thingy card, the card for, what was the one? Tabula Rasa. I haven't got all of them yet, but we got the, don't know how many I got of them. That's like a cool yellow jewelry thing. Just go through these and see if any of them, yeah, Tabula Rasa, I got 1 out of 9, so that's decent. And then everything else was basic stuff, to be fair. This is also solo self-found, so I don't have, and that was pretty good, that thing just there. I don't know if it does anything good, but I got it. 1 divine will get you like 25 tabulas, by the way. It's solo self-found, I'm not trading with anyone. I'm just picking up stuff as I get it. I don't know if it's good or not. Just, I thought that looked cool, picked it up, put it in the bank, kept playing Toxic Rain. I've probably got way better stuff that I could respec into. I mean, some of these helmets looked good. Toxic Rain all day, man. Hell yeah. Some of them I just picked. I mean, the gloves I'm wearing right now apparently were really good gloves for like a regular basic fighty build. So we got the Tanoahi gauntlets. We got the 6-link chest, which was good for me. Very good. I got a ring that I really liked, which gives me a huge increase on rarity found. Helm and quiver. Oh yeah, the helm was great. The fact that it's full onslaught, I was happy with that. And the quiver is great for me because it gives me increased attack speed and 10% increased area of effect. Le Hoop is good. Yeah, what was that one? Was it that one? Yeah, I thought it was cool. Just more attributes, more damage in general. Is it good? Don't know. But I got it. It's average. It's totally average. Totally normal. It is not. Don't be out here criticizing my rare rings. Don't do it. You know what we should do? We should gamble on the short bow again, because I'm pretty sure I got another Orb of Scouring. I did not. Okay, fine. No more Orbs of Scouring. I'm scouring and rechancing the short bow just to see if it gets me the thing. Now, I would probably do better just trying a different short bow, but I've very much committed to this one now. It's orange. It's orange. It can't be bad. It's a unique item. Therefore, it is good. Look, I don't think that Grinding Gear Games would put in a bad unique. Do you? I don't think they would. So if it drops and it's unique, it is by definition good. Therefore, I am using it. It would make no sense to put a bad unique in the game. Let's go through the Labyrinth. It is a legendary color, which means it's the best. Yellow is rare, but orange is dark yellow, which means gooder rare. It's unique. It's good. Don't argue with me. Don't at me. Don't sit there and tell me that I'm wrong, because you know that I'm not. Let's go this way. See what happens. Look at that, see? Blitzing through. You know why? Because of that ring. Didn't have the ring, wouldn't work. I swear to God, if I get a Quill Rain while doing any of this, I'm just going to cry and give up and then go and play the rest of the game. I have been playing for a while. I mean, this is my first kind of full build all the way through, and the fact that I've got this far, to me, is quite impressive. I have been very much speccing into anything that improves my totems. So I've got 5 totems now. Can you get more totems than... how many totems can you have? You tell me the number of totems that I can get, and I will go for it. Did I finish Act 10? Not yet. No, not yet. Everyone told me to go and do the Lord's Labyrinth, which is what I'm doing. 6 totems. Okay, cool. 8? Depends how much you want to sacrifice. For more totems, anything. I mean, what's better than more totems? Nothing. Let me just put a load of stuff down here, open this, and see what happens. Oh, everything dies. That is a 5-slot body. Is it good? No. That might be good because it's a different color to everything else. Smoke Mine throws a mine that will teleport you to it when detonated. Covers your escape and arrival with a cloud of smoke. Interesting. Sounds cowardly. Not gonna do it. It's 6 for my explosive arrow build. More arrows, more totems. It's Ninja Vanish. Cowards. Cowards way out. Stick down a load of totems. Oh, that was a nice little loot explosion going on over there. Oh, I also got this rare flask. I'm not sure if it's any good, but you guys can tell me whether it is or not. So I got the Wise Oak, which of course is a flask that does not work with Chaos builds at all because it's an entirely elemental flask. But I then got the Overflowing Chalice, which gives 40% increased damage, which I thought was quite good. And then I got that one, which was Blood of the Karui. 50% increased life recovery, 48% reduced recovery rate, and recover full life at the end of the effect. I thought that was quite good. And because it's recover 2,200 life, and I've only got 800 life, it's like a lot. Now, you say that Blood of the Karui is like a panic button. Isn't your life recovery like 9? No. No, that was life gained per hit. See, 50% increased life recovered. In 48% reduced recovery rate. So my recovery is... I have life recovery somewhere. Where is my life recovery rate? It's probably... Life regeneration per second. 21. 21. That's fine. But yeah, you said that the Blood of the Karui is like a panic button. Well, for me, it's actually my primary. Cube of Absorption. Don't know if it's good, but I've got it. So for me, the Blood of the Karui is my primary potion. Like, it's the #1. Life recovery applies to anything that gives you life, although if it's on a flask, it only applies to that flask. If you want more totem, just type totem into the passive tree. Oh, I have been doing. That's actually why I've been speccing kind of down here in this bit. I have taken a totem mastery, and I do have another totem mastery remaining. I did the one that gives you 60% increased global critical strike. I don't know if that's good or not, but I took it because 60% is a high number. Action speed can't be... To be honest, most of that was kind of crap in that I didn't want that. What else is good? 5% of damage is taken from totem's life before mine. That wouldn't matter. 1% of physical active damage is leached as life. Again, wouldn't work it. You want chaos dot multi. I do. I want kind of chaos. So I have also been taking a few specs kind of over here that give me 10% to chaos damage over time multiplier. That's decent. I don't know if the chaos mastery is going to be good for me. I think I'm being attacked by something. Hang on. Oh, no, it's just a trap. Also try damage over time. I'll give damage over time a go then. Does damage over time in general also apply to like chaos damage over time? Does it do everything? I'm assuming it does. Like, it's not just elemental, it's physical as well. Yeah, okay, cool. So damage over time is everything. What's a blessed orb? Randomizes the values. Cool. Yes. Hang on then. Let's just stick a load of damage over time stuff down over here. And then start opening chests, because one of these will contain a unique. Also consider a loot filter. No. I want to see all the loot. I am the loot filter. And I guarantee I will miss nothing. Apart from that time when I missed a divine orb. Someone told me that was important, but I'm like, I'm sure more will drop. It's not a problem. Half of you are now really annoyed that I may have actually missed one. Pretty sure I didn't. Don't worry. One of you, someone told me, Josh, go back and get that. That's really important. But it's important that you did tell me that, because it's just one. Just say I missed a mirror. Well, that was the Calandra item. I've not seen one of those yet. Isn't the Mirror of Calandra the one where it just kind of copies whatever you have so you can make a copy of a thing? Right, let me just... this is going to be a boss, so let's see how well we can do with this. Because there'll be a crafting recipe that we pick up. Not bothered about the stash. There'll be a door and then a boss. Here we go. There we go. That's enough AoE. I'm happy with that amount of AoE. That'll do it. That'll prevent enemies getting to me. My only weakness is damage. That's it. That's pretty much it. Like, as long as the enemy doesn't do damage to me, I'm safe. The only weakness is taking damage. But if the enemies attack my totems instead of me, I can just hang back here and just chill, you know? I don't need to be there. I don't know why I'm getting involved at all, to be honest. Yeah, just hang back. Do that. Headsman's Axe. It's a unique. Therefore, I am happy. Two-handed axe, physical damage, pretty big. 19% increased damage, more maximum life, regenerate 20 life per second. 1% of damage leached as life. 50% chance to cause bleeding on hit. Sweet. My only weakness is taking damage. It's true. That's not a bad axe. It's shit. It's not shit. It's great for the right build, which is not mine. It does not give you any arrows, and therefore I will not be using it. I will, however, keep it because it's orange and therefore valuable and good. And good. There you go. Hang on, let me just hang out here for a bit. Chest over there. Could be important. Imagine if that chest had dropped the one thing I needed. I'm just going to power my way through these. There we go. Lovely stuff. Still alive. Nice sweater. Thank you very much. The sweater has got more compliments than anything else has. I need to become a sweater streamer. Now, I'll tell you one thing that I could do. I actually need your opinion on this. I've got a 6-slot body, which has the Ballista Totem support and Toxic Rain. Now, these are the 4 gems that I've added to my totem support. I have added Withering Touch, which I think is important because it makes enemies weaker to chaos damage, which is what the damage over time is. So I think that's important. I've then got Greater Multiple Projectiles, so it fires more. That's just straight up a good choice. I've then got Vicious Projectiles, which deal more chaos damage over time, and physical damage, which is great because chaos damage over time. And then I've got Faster Attacks, 40% increased attack speed. Should I, this is important, should I replace the 40% increased attack speed for lesser multiple projectiles, which would give me 2 more projectiles, but not attack as much? I think the 40% increased attack speed is better. However, the 2 more projectiles would do something. More projectiles isn't better. You say that. Okay? You say that. But I haven't... So you already wither. I don't think I'm causing wither. I don't think I'm causing wither because I went with... What was the name of the thing? I went with the thingy. The angry woman. What was her name again? What's this Ascendancy called? This one. The one that gives more arrows. The one that gives more good arrows. Deadeye. That was the one. And I'm going for it because eventually that gets me to endless munitions, which give more arrows. I mean, 40% increased attack speed does mean more arrows and more gooder arrows. I don't know what these things down here do. I don't care. These seem pointless. I mean, 3% less damage taken per gale force, lose all gale force when hit. Seems pointless. More arrows doesn't mean more damage. It does. It definitely does, because arrows make plants and plants make damage. You want overlap. You are going to hit or already hit past a soft cap. You should use Mirage Archers. I already do. I do use Mirage Archers on this attack, on my Q, because if I press Q, I do Toxic Rain, which gives me Mirage Archers, and I get 3 of them. If I press Q, I do Toxic Rain. If I press W, I put a totem down that does Toxic Rain. And if I press right click, I throw a trap, which does Toxic Rain. So 3 different Toxic Rains, all overlapping each other. This is, in my opinion, a great build because it does a lot of Toxic Rain. Now, someone actually told me that there are other skills apart from Toxic Rain. I don't know why you'd need them. To me, it honestly seems like it seems excessive to have more skills. Chaos doesn't stack like that. Doesn't it, though? I'm pretty sure it does. Casual Toxic Rain, enjoy it. Sweet. Void Manipulation support. Let's have a look. I've got Void Manipulation support on my main one, but I don't have it on anything else. So what should I swap out Void Manipulation support for? Because I don't have too much. It isn't damage over time. Does the Chaos Dots stack? It's damage over time. I love this approach. You're doing fantastic. Are you saying that I should swap out greater multiple projectiles? Because just get another Toxic Rain. Because the projectile itself doesn't do damage. The projectile causes the plant, and the plant then does the damage over time. Pull out greater multiple projectiles and see what happens. I can put it back if it doesn't feel as good. Let's find out what happens. Can I use a portal scroll to leave from the labyrinth? I'll do this labyrinth as I am, and then I'll see what happens when we take it out. First time on your stream, big fan. Thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. The plants overlap is limited. It is, but like there's a lot of them. Like there's a lot of plants. And maybe if I make more plants, that would be good. Gooder. It would be better. You have a good stream. Going to bed. You have a good sleep, man. I will chat to you sometime in the future. Because I am doing this path just so I can get more arrows. I have never played the game. It sounds to me like you should just get more Toxic Rain. You know what? I think you're right. I think you're spot on. I think every choice needs to be made under the guise of, is it giving me more Toxic Rain? If it isn't giving me more, then why? Why am I using it? What's the point? Because this gives me a lot. I mean, hey, I've survived up to here. I've made it this far. It increases the spread, but not the overlap. Well, that's good. More spread is again, just as good. Right, so where are we currently? We are there. So I need to go to the right? Because again, more spread means the boss can run further away and I'll still hit them. It's less damage. Why would it be less damage when you're firing more arrows? See, the reason I've got the mines thing is because when I throw a mine, I move like slightly faster, but only for a very short period of time. That's why I've got the mines there at all. I mean, I seem that it's going well. There's nothing bad here at all. Because we want to shotgun the explosions. You're spreading it out more than concentrating it. Well, yeah, that way I don't have to concentrate. That way I'm just like throwing everything around here. I will take out greater multiple projectiles and replace it when I can with the void manipulation support, just to see what happens. I'll be firing fewer arrows, which makes me very sad. But maybe those arrows will be individually a lot more powerful, which might be important. ATO, thank you very much for the gifted subs. That's remarkably kind of you. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. The move speed is lovely. The move speed is great. I'm happy with the speed that I'm moving at. This is good. I'm also not paying too much attention to the screen, so if I miss anything really important, let me know. Ah, just got hit. The weakness of this build is if you get hit, you die. But defense is a dirty word in this build. Why must I pain myself with the Dragon Defender grind? Ah, make sure that you've handed in your previous Rune Defender. That's what you've got to do for that. I don't have multiple, but I have a greater projectile. If you get hit, you die. It's a skill issue. Build is a strong word. No. Build is the accurate word for this. I am a builder of sorts. There is a focus. And you know what? When I kill the final boss with my build, you're going to be like, oh, damn, Josh was right. Spot on. He knew exactly what he was doing. A sage's robe. It's a unique. That makes me happy. Zandethu's cassock. Adds 1 to 4 lightning damage, increased energy shield, chaos resistance, increased light radius, 100% chance to create consecrated ground when you block. Is it good? Don't know. It's going to go in the bank and then never get used again. So many metagame nerds upset at me having fun. Hey, they're not upset. They just think that I could have more fun if I killed stuff more quicker. And I agree. But what they fail to understand is that the best way to kill stuff more quicker is to shoot more arrows. If I had more arrows, this would be a lot easier. So most of my decisions are all based around things that make more arrows. So the traps, shoot more, faster, more good, easy stuff. Here we are. There we go, we made it, see? Look, new place. What's up there? Conduit of Frost. Grants extra cold damage reduction. Conduit of Storms. Grants Cesaro extra lightning damage, shock chance. I'm guessing you activate these things and then you get bonuses for them? If I had more arrows, I'd be a lot easier. Yeah, this is true. Am I winning? There's no winners here. No winners here, just a lot of losers. You deactivate them to unbuff him. Oh, hell no, why would I do that? I want him fully buffed up. Show him what I'm made of. There we go. I can put 15 traps down before anything else starts to happen. Wait, he will die. He died, see? I kind of won. In many ways, I won that. I'd call that a draw. That is definitely a draw. See, what I did was I should have not died, but instead I did die. Josh, you need to kill him and not die yourself. He knew my one weakness. Damage. Maybe what I should do is hang on, I need to bank something first. I need to bank this robe that I got. However, I am fully aware that my 4th tab, which contains only uniques and this weapon. My 4th tab contains this weapon because I thought it was cool that there are 4 colorless gem slots on this. I don't know if it's good or not. There's also 3 colorless gem slots on this rod just here, which again I thought was very cool. Can we see the stash tab again? Yeah, look at that. Perfect stash tab. I don't know if this shield's good, but it has 3 colorless slots on it, which I thought was... It's not good, but it's very good. Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate that. Maybe I should clean this tab out. That's a page. You don't go there. You're a page. Can I just type the word page? Does that come up? No. Scroll? Is there a keyword for that? Div. Divination. Does Div work for it? Oh yeah, Divination. Cool. Divine Orb down there. That might be useful later. Pages there. No pages here. And a single thing there. Oh, it's divided in the description. So many things. Since you like my picture on Twitter, I hope you like my cosplay. I probably did. If I saw cool cosplay, I will always like it. Oh, how would I rate your... Yes, your cosplay. I think it was a good... That was... You were wearing the vest, weren't you? Yes, I saw the same one. I think that whenever there's a big convention, if we can get lots of people to wear shirts and vests, we would look like a very dapper bunch. A very sexy bunch. If that build works in Endgame, if it will work, I will make this build work in Endgame. Just more... That's it. That's the whole thing. Just more. Right, now, which of these 6 slots do I not need? Because I don't want to get rid of a 6 slot, although I am a solo self-found. I mean, look. 6 slot majestic plate. Could be good. You don't know. You don't know if you never need that. Storm Reaver Bite. You might need that. Might be good. What about this one? The Wraith Sword. Might be good at it. What about this one here, down here? Full dragon scale eagle suit thing. Might be good. Perhaps the 6 slot weapon that you aren't going to use. I don't know if I'm going to use them or not. I might need them in the future. You don't know that. They sell for fusings and jewelers and you want to sell them. This is going to hurt me. I'm never going to use that bow. Because it does 68% increased damage with elemental skills and I do no elemental damage at all. Because I just use Toxic Rain. Am I going for... Yeah, I'm going for Quill Rain. I am. I'll sell that Decimation Bow right there. I hate the idea, but I will sell it. You just want Quill Rain. I do want Quill Rain. So let me sell these things to this dude over here. We sell some stuff to you. You would give me 14 Jeweler's Orbs. Reforge is the number of sockets on an item. Might be worth it. I'm going to sell it. Okay. If you make it to maps, we can make you a real bow. No, I'm going to get a real bow because I'm going to use a load of Scouring Orbs on the one bow that I've got. Also, I got this body. See? Briskin's Sun Leather Wrap, which I think is better than my current body. Gives me increase to dexterity, gives me increase to evasion, and it gives me 1% increased damage, which I think is good. You know, Brisk Wrap is good. The evasion rating is not as high as the Hate Coat. But I think Brisk Wrap is good. The problem is that I don't have 6 slots on that, and I need 6 slots. Is it worth constantly re-rolling until I get a 6 slot? A 6 link Brisk Wrap. It's going to be hard to beat a 6 link unless it's another 6 link. Yeah, so I'm wondering whether I should just gamble by constantly re-rolling this. But I've got 14 Jeweler's Orbs. Might work. You never know. I'd say that's pretty good. 6 links is 1,200 fusings. Ah, no. It's actually not. It's 50-50. It's either is or isn't. That's a 50-50 chance. Surely that is enough. 14. 14 is a lot of Jeweler's Orbs for this. Okay, in all seriousness, let's put that back. Because I don't want to tempt fate with that. I don't think I got anything else that was like really, really good. If any of you guys see something that is like badass, I don't know, let me know. But it's just scrolling around, seeing what was good. Josh is aging like a fine wine. You say that, I mean, this isn't grey hair. This is a shadow. The hair is still black. But I get this like sheen going on, like a kind of Lego hair, like it's just been slotted on. You failed the 50-50 about 1,200 times. The flask on the left looks super cool. Oh, thank you, that one. The elixir thingy. Don't know what it does, but I got it. You take 50% of your maximum life as chaos damage. That's why I decided to not use it, because hurting yourself seemed bad. I don't want to do that. I want to hurt the enemy. You know, hurting myself, bad idea. Hurt the enemy, great idea. Much better. Did I try it? I did not. The amulet seemed pretty good as well. The amulet seemed really decent, but again, that's for a non-toxic rain build. Don't know what that does. There was a The Ghost Wraith was pretty cool. That was life converted to energy shield. That seemed decent. That seemed pretty good. The Val Caress, +5 to level of socketed Val gems, but -5 to non-Val gems. That seemed good, but I'm not using Val gems, so if I ever do, that'll be a good little thing going on there. 5% increased cast speed, 101% increased evasion and energy shield. Raised zombies seem good. And I've actually got 2 of those quivers. I've got 2 Craghead quivers because I want them both. I don't want to get rid of either of them. So Sage's Robe can go there. Big Angry Axe that isn't an axe can go there. It's only got 1 slot. We can re-roll that. That's fine. And I was selling the blade, wasn't I, as well? Was I selling the blade? I don't know where you've come from, blade, but I'm going to sell you.
You get 'em, boy.
No, not purchasing, selling.
Good luck to you.
And now we bank things. Therapin, choose this instead because hurting yourself is bad. Please vendor everything in your 4th tab. Hell no! This 4th tab is valuable. This is important. This means something to me. I mean, look. See? Look, wide swing the poleaxe. If I sold that, I'd only have 1 left. Sometimes you need 2. And I like them because they are unique, which means they are better. I can probably take away the Frost Wall gem and then replace it with these things that I'm also not using. Hang on. Let me just... If it stacks, it goes in this tab. Unless it's a page where it goes in this tab. Or a gem where it goes in this tab. And for some reason I can't bank the contracts. I got some contracts. I'm not sure if they're good either. You can tell me if that's good. So, Tempest Pact. And... There was some other contracts. I'm sure I got some decent ones. I'm sure I got an orange one somewhere. Heist. Hey Josh, for some reason there was a lot of gameplay and it's all distracting from the chat. Can you fix it? I can try. I can try in a sec. There's way too many league mechanics. There is a stash just for the contracts. Oh yeah, I found that and I put a contract into it. See, I've got lots of gems, but I don't know if I need them all. There was a contract I got that was, I think it was orange, but I can't remember. I'll see if I can find it at some other point. But no, I got some cool stuff. Did you see the vendor that sells all the gems? I did not. I did not. So what are we... It was the void manipulation support, wasn't it? You wanted to say get rid of the amount of arrows we fire, but instead you'd use void manipulation support. And I'm sure I've got it. Void manipulation, there we go. 25% more chaos damage. So, if I, and I hate the fact that I might do this, if I replace greater multiple projectiles, because look, supported skills deal 28% less projectile damage, but it's not about projectile, it's about damage over time. So if I take away that, because right now it's doing 1,239 chaos damage per second, but it's doing 10 arrows of that. So we take that away, it's doing 1,721 per second, but it's only doing 6 arrows of that. Okay, that's the problem. So we then stick in Void, and now we're doing 2,240 chaos damage, but only 6 arrows. Read the first line on Toxic Rain. Modifiers to projectile damage apply to this skill's damage over time effect. I have never read that line. That affects this build quite substantially. Now I know that. I may need to put skills in different places. Okay, damage over time effect. Cool. Does that mean increased projectile damage? Increased projectile damage. This is way better. This is so much better. I didn't realize that any of that mattered. Oh, the build is coming together now, boys. Now I know that damage over time is affected by physical damage. What was I doing? Oh man, I was asleep before, but now my eyes are open. You go in tab 2. You can sit there with the... Hang on, you might go in tab 3. Yeah, go and sit there with the 2 other projectile support gems that I don't use. Also, one portal scroll can go there. That's fine too. Okay, what are we doing? You have 4 Wildwood Ascendancy points you can use. You may as well. Yeah, but I don't want to because they all sound bad. Because I don't want to go to... I mean, this might be good. Crimson Power removes all energy shields, so I would lose 29 points of energy shield. Gain maximum life instead of maximum energy shield from equipped armor items. All right, okay, cool. So energy shield now goes toward my life. Could be good, but bear with me. -6 maximum life per level. Now, I actually, if I move this a bit so you guys can see what I'm looking at. There we go. Removes, so Crimson Power removes energy shield, gain less. I am level 71. I would actually lose more life than I would gain from the energy shield becoming life. That sounds like a bad idea. Okay? Ravenous Node is free without downsides. You say that Ravenous? Where are we looking for that? Not seeing Ravenous anywhere specifically. It's on the right. Black Mass, Choir of the Damned. Is it the one that grants the Ravenous skill? Foul Pact? It's the curses. Oh, you mean the Warlock power? Takes the skill and just dies. And we've also got this thing. Now, I could get rid of it and just use these things, but do I want, because I thought maybe I could do this one instead. There's a couple of cool stuff. Grants the level 20 Ravenous skill. Enemies display their monster category. Ravenous consumes a target corpse, granting you a buff that causes you to deal more damage to and take less damage from enemies of the same thing. Don't know if that's good. Did see a streamer who had a Diablo 3 build where their max HP was 1. So I could go with other stuff. Look, level 20 Summon Dark Effigy. Creates a Dark Effigy tethered to me. Damage I take is taken from the effigy's health, but damage the effigy takes is taken from my life at double value. The effigy is destroyed if you get too far from it. That sounds terrible. That sounds bad. But I don't want to... The reason that my mana is 0, by the way, is because I've taken the Sanguinomancy. Skills cost life instead of mana. Skills reserve life instead of mana, but 50% increased life reservation efficiency. So, instead of taking 50% of my life, it only takes 33% of my life. Much better. I should probably just take a few more of these like wild wisps, because, you know, why the heck not? Let's just take more wild wisps, and that way I can kill myself even easier by going into the Viridian Wildwood anywhere and supercharging any level I get to. Josh, why did you take this Ascendancy if you don't like any of the nodes? Don't ask questions, Astarion. We are here to play the game. Just stop. What act am I? I'm on Act 9. I'm going to go back to Act 9. I'm going to go to the Boiling Lake and do some stuff. Hang on. Conqueror, hello, welcome. Let's see if this works. That's way faster. That's a little bit quicker. Right, we're back to Act 9, which is where I should be. Let's see if this actually works, shall we? Okay, let's go to the Viridian Wildwood and massively power up the map that we're on. Ah yes, the place that you can't navigate without instantly getting lost. Going to click, throw mines around as I go. Occasionally draw. Oh, hello, this looks bad. Just give me a second to stick down a load of totems. Easy peasy. Not even worried. What else is in here? Just that. Was that all there was? Was just you? There's nothing else here. Okay, cool. That's fine. I kind of expected like a harder boss. So it was kind of easy. Oh, I could do you and nearby allies deal 15% more damage over time. Yeah, that's worth several hundred of my health. Why the hell not? Okay, so that boss died really fast. Let's see how fast these guys go down now. Yeah, who needs life? Life is for people who don't kill enemies fast. Just put down more totems. Got worried for a second there. Did get worried. Didn't need to. Just tap drink. Did I pick something up then? I don't need you. Wise words. Thank you. Can you respec if you mess up? Technically, yes. Practically, very hard to. Like, can you? Yeah. But you would need a load of respec points, which take a while to gather. Where's the big angry tree gone? Okay, so that was like a terrible, terrible trip into the wildwood. Oh, hang on, there are some really angry enemies over here. Good thing I drank my flask of... I drank my wise oak just then. That was useful. Alright, cool. So now we've supercharged this map. Let's see how far we can get into it. See, I don't like the fact that there are fewer arrows. That makes me very sad. However, I will admit that every individual arrow is much, much more powerful. I don't like admitting that. Let's just put these traps down and then walk around this way. Are you still alive? You are. All I'm bothered about is the Quill Rain bow. That's pretty much it. When I get that, it's over for the game. You know, when I get Quill Rain, this build just takes off. I hope. Because if it doesn't, I've spent a lot of time hunting for a bow. That's the whole sentence right there. Just follow a guide. Yeah, just no. Pick a skill that you think looks fun and then just build everything around making that skill work. Will it work? Who knows? Doesn't matter. A dagger. A fiend. It's a unique. A fiend dagger. The Consuming Dark. 35% to intelligence, +1 to level of all fire gems. 30% of fire damage converted to chaos damage, and your chaos damage has 60% chance to poison enemies. It might be good. Dunno. But it's going in the unique tab because it's unique and I refuse to throw uniques away. GG will contact you personally to beg you to stop using Quill Rain. They'll be like, no. Not at all. Yeah, everyone is saying that my hair right now looks grey. I think it's because I'm sitting under the light instead of on top of it, and I'll tell you why. Because I'll always be honest with you guys. There is a trick when taking a photo. Always raise your chin slightly. And the reason that you do this trick is because if you raise your chin, it prevents the illusion of double chin, sticks your jaw out a little bit more, it just looks good. See? So right now, I've actually put my monitors higher than I normally have. So I'm looking up. And the reason for this is when you put your monitors at the regular level, and when you look down, this happens. And nobody wants to stream like this. Okay? Let me show you the trick, the technique of correct face positioning. If the camera is below you, and you do this, that's not a good photo. Nobody wants that. All this bunches together. It's not good. So instead, just look up. Instant jawline. That happens. The problem is, of course, that the light's up there. You can see that if I move my hand, the shadow of the hair is still there. The problem is I now must stream like this. It's okay, thankfully you can play Path of Exile with one hand. and right-click throws a mine. We're doing this level mine style. I can stream like this, like a kind of angry ballerina, which works for this build, actually. Works really well, but I now can't keep constantly opening and closing the map, which makes me feel very lost. Can I defeat these enemies using just... If I just throw mines in front of me and then run away, and then use the buttons on my mouse to drink potions. Yeah, that works. There we go. Great. That's the new meta. Mines, aren't those traps? Don't question my lexicon. Same. When will you wear wings? That's one of the best videos. Will you wear wings? No, when will you wear wings? The dolphin is dead. It's a very... It's an older meme, sir, but it checks out. Anyway, that was basically a really long-winded explanation for why the light is above me and I'm looking up to prevent double chin. Did you need that long explanation? Did you appreciate it? Oh good, you're a super wildwood empowered thing. Oh, look at that, beautiful. Jade amulet, assassin's bow, everything leveled up. Beautiful stuff. I love what I can see of your sweater. Thank you. It's an ultramarine Warhammer 40k jumper, and it makes me happy. No one is giving me the one bow that I need. I've found like every unique for a build that I don't need. Like every unique I've found is for something that I don't need. I'm happy to have them, but my god, I would very much like a unique that actually works. Whoa, god, that was a lot of damage. Oh, cool. Sometimes items drop kind of pre-discovered. I haven't worked out what makes that happen yet, but I'm glad that it does. Josh, what's my opinion on parasocial relationships? It's the only kind I have. No, in all seriousness, they are definitely a thing, and it's definitely a thing worth talking about. That's an exalted orb. I've heard they're quite good, so I'll pick it up. Cast on death support. You seem the basilisk. You seem important. I'm gonna... Ah, basilisk acid. Yeah, you're part of the thing I need to get. Corrupt and mirrored items drop identified. It's a mod that can be on monsters. Oh, cool. Okay. Right. What was that thing that I got? Cast on death. Each supported skill will be triggered when you die. Okay, so like that, nothing I have does that. Is there a skill that revives you? I can see that being the only real reason I would want to do that. Good for portal skills. Okay, cool. Another skill to... Oh, you use the portal skill and it casts and then it takes you away. Gotcha. I'll make a build that requires a specific item knowing that I won't get it. So yeah, this build requires Quill Rain. And if any of you are thinking, Josh, your build isn't very good because you die a lot. Look, if I had Quill Rain, this would work. Which means I kind of want two things to happen. I want to get Quill Rain, but I also never want to get it because then I have to prove this build works. How about this? Every single time there is a new Path of Exile League, I will not follow a guide, but I will instead just build what seems fun. I know people hate the idea of that, but I will do that. We'll just build what seems fun. And every single build will end up as Toxic Rain Archer somehow. It'll be like, ooh, I wonder what Josh is doing this time. Oh, I see. It's a Toxic Rain Archer again. It's like Skyrim. No matter what you do, every single build ends up as Stealth Archer. It just is. That's what happens. Exalted Orb. Cool. I'm going to take away these things because they don't need to be there, but these do. I don't know if Exalted Orb is good, but I've got it. You guys go in tab 2. And you two swords get sold. You get sold for What did I get? Oh, the Orb of Chance. Oh, no, you don't go in that. You don't go in tab 2. What are you doing? You're in tab 1. I know where you go. Hot take, Stealth Archer is negative fun. Ah, well, I'm kind of like the opposite of a Stealth Archer. I'm a very obvious archer. There's just lots of arrows. 1/2 for a Divine. Same drop rate as Div. I've got a Divine in the stash. I don't know what it's used for. I mean, a PoE stream plays nothing but righteous fire. This guy doesn't have stash tabs. I don't need stash tabs. Also, what is this? Divine Orb. I don't know what it does. I got one, but I don't know what it is. Do I need it? Randomizes the values of the random modifiers. Oh, so like it can make things better. I'll use that on my bow later. Before I get the bow I want, I'll randomize the one I'm using to see if it's any good. Some of you are thinking, don't do that. And others of you are thinking, do it. Do it, coward. Kill Kira and save Oyen. Kira is in the quarry, apparently. Right, go to the tunnel, find the quarry. Right. Oh, this is where I keep dying, because the enemies do loads of damage and I don't have loads of health. Right, so I might just need to run at the damage and do little bits of damage as I go. See? Like that. But this could be a slog. You all have to be prepared for this to be a slog. I need to find and kill someone called Kira. And oof, having health is more of a suggestion. Right, now. This dude sends me things. Question. What the hell are incursions? I've tried to do them before. Apparently you get like 7 seconds to kill as much stuff as you possibly can. What are they? I'm going to use E to do more damage as well. You can just keep killing things. Alright, sweet. Cool. Enter incursion. Just heal myself and off we pop. Oh, wrong way. This way. Here we go. Well, we died there. Stone of Passage. We missed whatever that was. But we got some of them and a chest. Need a bachelor's to understand incursions. Yeah, I don't quite get what they were going for, but I don't know. Maybe some of that was good. Don't know. Talk to Alva, she'll tell you. Will she, though? Will she? No, she won't. The Stone of Passage lets you open the doors, but you've got a couple of seconds to use it. It's like, hey, here's a really cool mechanic. Hope you enjoy playing really fast. Which I do. So it's fine. Okay, so, hang on, wasn't... Find Oyen and save her from Kira. Am I still in the quarry? Is this where Oyen is? Oh no, Kira's here. If I go to the Wildwood and, like, mega OP the boss that I need to... Maybe not. I can't believe he hit me for 1,300 damage in one go. That was... like a lot of damage in one go. Should I just... hang on. If I just return to the tunnel, can I just have another go at this thing? Would you like to stop dying? Not really. I'm pretty good, to be honest. I know, it hit me for 1,300 damage in one go. Ah, it doesn't reset the instance, that's annoying. I could also do this and reduce my health to... let's go with haste. Alright, cool. Now my health is super low. As long as the enemy doesn't touch me, I'm good to go. Didn't work. Got touched. And died. Grace adds evasion. That's what I needed. Sweet. Now I can be evasive. Alright, now we're good, guys. It was all about the evasion. The evasion didn't happen. I died. Now we're doing better. Look at this. See? People will look at my build in the future. They will study it. There will be questions asked of why more people were not running it. Level up my gems and everything. A Strife. Yeah, so I have... Oh yeah, that's also a thing. I totally forgot about that, actually. In fact, what I should do is put Vitality on. Alright, cool. So, I have now got 274 health. That is 273 more than I need. Oh, what's Sin doing here? You just hanging out? The Beast? What's that? You want me to kill something? I can kill something. What do you want me to kill? Any health above 1 is more than you need. I've got 274 health and no mana. Oh man, when I find Quill Rain, it is over for you guys. Yeah, just don't die. It's easy. Just don't get hit by anything. Which is very easy because I've got like really high evasion. See? I am fine. Just run past things. Keep putting these down. And then wait for things to die. Just keep throwing out mines, traps, whatever you want to call them. Find the enemies. Stick down some totems. Mirage archers help. And we are good. You don't need more than 1 health if you don't get hit. Some of you in chat are really annoyed that I haven't died yet. And I'm really, I'm trying to make it look effortless, but I'm really focusing on not being hit by anything. Now take the Wildwood skill that reduces your life and see if it kills you. Can you imagine that? Just taking it and just instantly dying. Alright, there was nothing good over here. I'm loving it. Classic PoE player. Just don't get hit. It's easy. Just don't get hit. See? Pretty much cleared this map. Nothing even over here. Don't know why I'm jacking. Just been thorough. Just being thorough. Evasion is deterministic. Even with the max of 95, you are guaranteed to get hit 1 in 20. It will not save you. It will, because it doesn't know which number you're on. As long as it doesn't know which of the hits you're on, like it could think, oh, he's only on his first hit. He's going to be fine. But what you're telling me is that I only actually need to avoid so many hits. Look, just stick those down and just wait. It's fine. That was my fault. I know what happened there. I got hit. I'm going to try not doing that. It's not exactly better for me to have more health because, like, even at max health, I die in 1 hit anyway. Okay? At max health, I die in 1 hit because I've got 1,200 life. So I may as well just stick on, like, crazy fast stuff. Let's go with that as well. Control E. I die in 1 hit regardless of what hits me. So... See? If I die in 1 hit, no matter what hits me, might as well just activate every buff I can and see how long I can survive. This build will be great in hardcore. Is this build hardcore viable? Viable, yes. Recommended? No. Probably not. Ground degen. I think it's pretty good. I think Josh showing Chris his game is so easy, you don't even need life. If I've got 1,300 life, 1 hit kills me. If I've got 1 life, 1 hit kills me. No matter what happens, I'm dying in 1 hit. So I may as well activate some buffs. I can probably get even more buffs going on if I really tried. Right, there's probably another buff here that I'm not using. I mean, Vile Grace I don't think works. I've not got... I mean, I can activate Vitality. Control E. Control Q. R. E. I can't activate E as well. If I get rid of... I want to say Vitality. I should, in theory, be able to activate that 33.3%, but it's recurring, so it's effectively a third. Do I have a buff that stops you from dying? That will make me too overpowered. Anyway, it's less of a glass cannon and more of a 3D printed filament cannon. A strong sneeze will break it, but my god, it will be fun for a bit. Let me just grab this crafting recipe. Okay, guys, anyway, unfortunately it is midnight over here in the UK, which means it is only 3 more sleeps till Christmas? 2 more sleeps? It's the 23rd right now. I'm not sure how we're counting this. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining me. I will continue to play Path of Exile until Path of Exile 2 comes out. Then I'll play that. We will get back to old school RuneScape at some point, and I will try as hard as I can to be at RuneFest. Seeing as I know that RuneFest has been announced, I don't know if I'll be free, but I would like to. Guys, thank you very much for joining me. Take care. Have a good night. Hopefully I'll see you before Christmas. Take care. Good night. God bless. Merry Christmas.